Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. So let me give a few minutes for you guys to get up in here, like as usual. Welcome. Glad you guys can join. Pretty much, I got a captive audience. Well, captive audience with many choices. Okay, and I'm glad that you're choosing me. If you stopped and chose to watch my live, if you know what I'm about. So let me give a few minutes for everybody to get in here. Welcome. Today is Saturday. All right. Hello, Jewel. What's up, Mike? Welcome. Get in here. Get in here. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. Just a second. I got to go look at something here. Because my super chat finally got approved. So I just got to double check. I haven't looked to see if it's even up yet. Okay, let me go check. Let me see. Live. Welcome to another edition of. Okay. Oh, it's there. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's there. All right. That's all I wanted to see. All right. What's up, Quentin? Hello, Gabriel. Hello, I'm early this time, Gabriel says. I'm glad you can make it, man. You keep missing them. You're probably too busy at the other pages. Get in here. Let me give about another minute before I get started. Those of you that come on time, I really appreciate it. So it won't be too much longer. I won't penalize you for showing up on time. Okay. So we're going to wait. We're going to go 3 minutes in top. So we have about 50 seconds left. And then we're going to get into it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome to the Savings Minus Debt family, AKA SMD family. So welcome. I'm saving time. I'm saving lives. I'm trying to mix up things. Saving lives in the time of quarantine. Yep. Changing lives in the time of quarantine. All right, we're getting started in about 20 more seconds, and then that's gonna be the longest I'm gonna wait here. All right. Get in here. All right, here we go. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where I lived for the first 40 years of my life, financing everything under the sun and paying more for things than what they're worth. What's up, Nicer? And still living paycheck to paycheck, even though I was making six figures. One day I woke up, found out it was just, all I had to do was just apply math to my finances. Once I did that, I became free. And then once I noticed how free I became, and then voila, my whole life changed. Now all I want to do is help people become free as well. So I've always been online. That's how I help people online. So right now, even during this horrible time, right, my life really hasn't changed much because this is just what I do. You know, I'm not really out and about a lot or anything like that. It's more of a, I'm not downplaying the coronavirus. You know, people are dying. But what I'm saying financially, my life really hasn't changed too much because I'm debt free and everything I do is online. All right. But there are a lot of fearful people. I mean, people that are in fear, not only because of the virus, but financially. You know, they're looking at themselves like, man, this could financially ruin me, right? You know, there's just the loss of a house, cars, all this other stuff, because there are no jobs to work. You know, you don't even have the ability to make money right now, right? So a lot of things are going to be done out of fear of losing everything or being homeless, right? You're going to fall for all kind of stuff. But anyway, I have had to shift the channel a little bit instead of saying, because a lot of people are not really thinking about getting out of debt right now, and even people that follow me, I encourage not to try to get out of debt at this particular moment. But, you know, shift it to where to show you that this is a time that you could figure out the change of your life. You know, if I help you step away from the fear and turn the other way to say, wait a minute, this is an opportunity for me to reset my life right now. But if you're plugged into the TV, you're plugged into social media, and you suck in all that fear, you're not going to be able to see the opportunity if you just turn around, right? So that's the purpose of my channel really at the moment. All right, so we're gonna, let's see here. Let me bring up my notes. I'm sorry here. Okay, so let me get right into it. What's up, Queen? What's up, Dave? Dave Sincere, welcome. What's up, Nicer? If I hadn't said hello already. But we're going to go ahead and do this. Today's title is How to Become a Millionaire in Quarantine. Okay. Now I'm going to make this as simple as, I want you to only follow me mathematically. Okay. And this is how I do it in here. Everything I say is going to be justified with mathematics. All right. So even in a time like this, you can become a millionaire. This is what you must first do. First, you must learn how to count to 1,000,000. Now, normally the person would say, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then I would stop and I'll say, hey, what about zero? Zero's a number. Zero is a number. Why are you skipping over zero? Because most people believe zero is bad. You know, they think zero is a bad thing, right? It's just a number. It's nothing more. It's nothing more than a number. It's not good or bad. It's not nice and mean, nice or mean. It's just zero. And you know what's crazy? Zero is the most important number of them all. Out of all the numbers across the board, the line, or whatever you want to call it, zero is the most important number. And the majority of people seem to have forgotten that. Sorry, I'm reading my notes as I'm telling you, because I don't want to miss what I wrote down. This is why it's round, like zero. This is why it's round. Okay, because you must, it's mathematically impossible to go around zero. You can't go around zero. You must go through it in order to start counting to 1,000,000. You must go through zero. That's why it's zero. But those that believe you can go around it, those are usually people in debt. They believe that even though it's mathematically impossible to go around zero, people in debt believe they can. That's why they pay for that. That's why they're in debt, because they believe something that is impossible to be possible when it's not possible. Okay. You must first go through zero to start counting 1, 2, 3, all the way to 1,000,000. Okay. Now, if you add up all your savings and add up all your debt, savings minus debt equals the number where you start counting. Everybody's different. I'm only talking about you. You start counting right there. Add up all your savings. Yes, including your mortgage. Yes, including your student loans. Yes, including your collections. Yes, including everything. All what is debt. Anything with your name on it and the bank's name on it, it is debt. Savings minus debt equals the number where you start counting to 1,000,000. Now, before we move on, I want you to mentally do this in your head, because I want you to keep that number in your head as we go through this list that I created. Keep that large negative number in your head. It doesn't matter however much it would take to pay off every single penny of your debt. I want you to think of that number in your head as we go through this list. Okay, so here we go. All right. Because this is the only way you're going to become a millionaire is if you invest in yourself first. You must invest in yourself first. Okay, always. Now, okay, so now that things are really scary for a lot of people, right? Believe it or not, fear makes a lot of people's financial decisions for them in this particular situation, a fear of losing something, right? But most people don't realize they own nothing. So you can't really lose anything that you don't own. But anyway, be careful with thinking that is a good time to invest. Okay. Now, thinking of that large negative number, all right, think of that large negative number when we started. Every time you refer to that, you say, how much money do I have to invest? And then you think of that large negative number that's in your head. That's right. You can't invest negative dollars. So don't even think about investing in anything outside of yourself right now. I know a lot of people are going to come at you. Hey, the stocks are down and this and that. Don't listen to anybody. You just think of that large negative number and always say to yourself, I cannot invest in anything with this large negative, with negative dollars. Okay. When you, in this particular time, many people are going to point you to the stock market and say, hey, look, man, everything's down. You know, the housing market's down. The stocks are down. They're going to point you to this. They're going to point you to this thing, right? Point you to say you should invest while it's hot, while it's down. Okay. I'm trying to keep up with my notes here. Stocks, real estate, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And you got to remember, in order for you to invest in like anything, any stocks, it doesn't matter what stock, any stocks, any real estate, anything, understand if you are in debt with a large negative number, anything you decide to invest in, you're going to do it with borrowed money. In order for you to invest in whatever idea somebody comes at you right now while you're in the negative, you must borrow that money. If you borrow the money, it's going to add to that large negative number that you have in your head today. Okay, remember that. All right, let's move on down here. You can't become a millionaire doing that. You cannot borrow your way to become a millionaire. That's against mathematics. According to math, that means you're going further under zero. Under. Remember, zero is the most important number of them all. If you borrow money, you're going down. You're not going up. You can't become a millionaire borrowing money. Okay. Let's see. You got to be right now. You have to be very, very cautious because out of fear and no money, when people are in debt and they have no money, they look for these a lot of these get rich quick people are going to be on the internet, man. You got to be very, very careful. There's going to be a lot of people pretending to be rich. All right. You'll see their cars, you'll see their houses, you'll see these are all props. Okay. When they first start out, they show a Ferrari and a Benz and a house and a Lamborghini. And you got to think to yourself, they're giving you fun. Why are they showing their cars? What's the purpose of that? Just get to what's going to help me become a millionaire really fast, because they're using props. No different than the Geico commercials. No different than what other stupid funny commercial when they're selling you products. It's the same thing. They're all props. Okay, so be very careful. Don't believe somebody's financially savvy because you saw they had a Ferrari. Don't ever fall for that. That's you would be investing out of fear, because the cars have nothing to do with investing. Between the person and the cars, those two things have nothing. They're not saying they own any of those cars. They could just be parked there. You don't know any of that unless you know for a fact. You got to think to yourself, why are they showing me all these cars? Because it's going to convince people in debt that they should go with that person. Oh, they must be financially smart because of their car. And that makes no sense. Okay, don't ever do that. All right. Like right now, you have the time. You can't, all distractions have been removed. Right now, you have time to invest in yourself first in order to become a millionaire. That's how you start. You must invest in yourself first. How do you do that? You got to get to zero. The most important number of the whole and all of math is zero. Doing this not only will help you become a millionaire. And I say a millionaire, you'll be able to become a millionaire fast. Okay. It's not really that difficult. You'll be able to become a millionaire really, really quickly. And guess what else? Guess what else will happen? You'll be able to quit that job. So think about it right now. Say like you were in a job that you hate with no debt. You would not work at a job you hate. If you work at a job you hate, is because you are in debt. When you are not in debt, you will never work at a place you hate. Ever. That will never happen. You would never even allow that. That's what happens when you know the correct steps to become a millionaire. That's how it happens. Now, many people don't know, even in a Even in a situation like this, where unemployment is on beyond belief record right now. And it's going to get worse, right? You can't even leave your house. You can't even get a job. Recognize, instead of saying, oh my God, things are horrible, I want you to recognize something. Right now, money means almost nothing. The value of money is down here right now. You can't even use it. So if you're in the house stressing over money, you got to take a step back, unplug from the fear and say, wait a minute. Even if I had $30,000 in my hand, what could I do with it right now? Nothing. You can't do anything with it. Remove money. This is your only chance. If you're in debt right now, this is your chance to remove money out of the equation right now. You can do anything you want. Actually, if you just remove the fear, you got to get out of debt-free card. Right now, you get to start from zero, free, not free of charge, but almost free, with no work right now. And then when this is over, you get to start right from zero. When you get a job, you'll be on your way to millionaire status very quickly. Okay. Now here's an option. All right, let me see. No, I didn't want to skip that part. 1 second. Now I'm gonna give you guys a couple of gems that's gonna help you become a millionaire. All you got to do is listen. It might sound crazy to some, but don't worry about those people. Let me say the bigger picture so you can kind of understand this before I give you a couple of solutions on how you can get out of this and start at zero. In the bigger picture, what's really happening is the financial playing field is being cleared. Just like clearing the field of corn or wheat or whatever, just think of a gigantic farm as you're driving on the freeway in the middle of Kansas and nothing you see but miles and miles of farmland, right? Imagine that being the financial field, and the stalks of corn are people playing in the field. Now, this particular corn getter or whatever, picker, whatever you call, I don't know what they're called, right? They only pick out the fakers, the people pretending to be rich with credit. It picks those people out. This is what's happening right now. And the only remaining pieces of corn where people with real money will be standing. Got it? Now, clearing this field is going to take at least 18 months. At least 18 months before things get back on track. That's at least. People pretending can never last that long. They can never last that long. Pay close attention to your Facebook timeline, the Instagram timeline. You're going to see come November, December, you're going to see it. All the financial pretenders are being removed. Okay. Now, what you could do, you're probably thinking, man, it's going to take me forever to get to zero if I follow what you're saying, Linnell. Man, first I got to get a job. First, we got to get through this virus. Then I got to get a job. Right now, you lost. If you are a person that has lost your job, you're behind on your bills, you can't pay your rent, blah, whatever, right? You are a prime candidate for Chapter 7. Now, so you don't think I'm telling just hey anybody. Chapter 7s are for very special occasions like this. This is a special occasion right now. Okay. Now, those of you that added that large negative number in your head, this is what I want you to put this in your calculator. Okay. Just throw these numbers in your calculator. Now, Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years. This is what I want you to do. If you don't think you could pay off that amount of money, that large negative number within 10 years of your life, file for Chapter 7. You're guaranteed Chapter 7. I know they got means tests and all that other stuff, but you don't really need to care about that right now. You are pretty much guaranteed a Chapter 7. That will allow you to be right at zero. So when this is over, you get to start counting to 1 million right from zero, right from Jumpstart. Now, if you got credit, if you got student loans, Chapter 7 is not going to get rid of that. I didn't say Chapter 13. I said Chapter 7 only. Okay. Now, if you got student loans, Chapter 7 is not going to get rid of it. But think of it this way. Still, if you use chapter 7, get to 0, by the time you get everything comes back to wherever, however it's going to come back, you get a job, your student loans will be your only debt to pay off. You know how fast you know how quickly you'll be able to pay off that student loan debt? If that's your only debt, no other credit card debt, no other car loans, no other this, that, furniture, and blah, blah, blah. You only have that, gone like that. Now, if you have $20,000 in debt, just say debt, and you're thinking about filing a bankruptcy, chapter 7 bankruptcy, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take 20,000 and divide it by 10 years. And I want you to say to yourself, whatever that amount is per year, you're saying to yourself, I don't believe in myself that I can make that much money in 1 year. Okay. So if that amount comes out to be $2,000, right? You're saying to yourself, I don't believe I'll make $2,000 a year in 10 years of my life. What I'm saying is, if it's that low, just pay it off. Okay. You probably won't even have to pay $20,000. It'll be in collections, and then you'll get it pennies on the dollar, whatever. Right. All right. Now, another thing I want you guys to pay attention to, and this is very important. Okay. True millionaires don't have student loans. People with real money wouldn't carry a student loan for 20 years. That just doesn't make any sense. If you got real money, why would you carry a student loan for 10 years, 20 years, whatever? It doesn't matter. So when you come across somebody trying to give you financial advice, this if you don't do this, it's going to prevent you from becoming a millionaire. Taking financial advice from the wrong person. If somebody comes up to you and says, hey, I can teach you how to become a millionaire real fast, you say, do you have your student loans? If they say yes, they're just like you. They're just like you. You have student loans. They have student loans. They know nothing more than you do. Okay. They're not a millionaire. So do not take advice. If you want to become a millionaire, don't do things like that, especially in a time like this. Do not make decisions based on fear. Don't ever do that. Okay. Try not to, like I said, or I did say this earlier, try not to focus on money right now. If you've been in debt all your life, right now at this moment is the best time to be able to take money out of the equation of what you want to do with your life right now. Right now, because you don't have to pay nothing. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to buy. Right now is the only time you could say, you know what? This moment right now, I could just not think about money. Let me see what I would do if I didn't have to worry about bills, money, waking up every day, thinking about how much money I got to get, how much money I need. All that's off the table. All right. Yeah, I want to just 1 second. I'm going to make sure I'm saying this right. Now, okay. So thank you, sir. Shout out to Mike Rambo. Much appreciated, sir. As always. Thank you for your support, man, especially in a time like this, man. Really, I need to express to everybody $5 is $5 right now, especially right now. $5 is worth more than ever. All right, let me get back to this last piece so I can get to this. Right now, think about it this way, okay? I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you something that's gonna help you remove the fear out of your life right now, okay? So you can unplug from it. Okay, this is what I want you to think about. Whatever that thing is that you've been putting in the back of your mind, I believe everybody has this. Something that you would love to be doing that wouldn't even feel like work. It would be a bonus to get paid for it. Right now, you get the chance to do that. Right now. You got about a good 6 months to really figure out this idea and start pushing it. Whatever it is right now. You don't have money. Money is right now is not in your way, preventing you from doing this. Whatever that is, it will be your passion. People see passion. They see it. And then when people see passion, they'll pay for it because they want it too. Everybody has it. You just got to be the right person. You got to be the right person to bring it out of people. How do you do that? By finding your own passion. So right now, Whatever that is, I want you to take an hour to do it. Don't worry about if anybody else thinks it's crazy or stupid or dumb or that's dumb, that'll never make money. Ignore all of them. Ignore them and say, this is what I'm going to do for the next hour. And when you do it for that hour, I want you, when you're done, hour or 2 hours, first of all, an hour go by like this. If the hour goes by like this, you're on the right track. Okay. And then I want you to realize, hour or 2 hours, did you think about anything fearful during that time? Did the outside fears, the corona, people dying, money, bills, during that hour, has anything happened? Did anything bother you? Did you even let the phone bother you? Did you let the computer bother you? Did you let the TV bother you? No, nothing, because you're doing something that you love. Now, whatever that is, I guarantee you this, somebody else wants to know what you know naturally, right? They want to know how to do it. How do you do that? Whatever that is, right? Just have somebody grab a camera, film you doing it. It doesn't have to be a big, vast production studio lighting. Just record it. And then put it up on YouTube or something. Right there. Change your life. You ain't got nothing else to do. This is how you become a millionaire. This is how people pay for knowing, because people can see passion in other people. You can know when somebody's faking or doing something for money or they're doing it for passion. This is obvious. Nothing right now, no quick scheme, no investment, no stock market, none of that. If you have no money right now, that large negative number, you don't have any money to invest in anything, and borrowing more money, digging yourself deeper in debt is not going to bring you to millionaire status. It just puts you further in debt. All you got to, if you've been bad with money, you don't know who to turn to. You don't know who to look for. You're probably following somebody right now on Instagram or YouTube, whatever, right? Just wait a few months. Wait about December. You're going to see things change, because people can't sustain that if they're faking. They can't do it. Once the banks cut the credit off, you guys are going to see everybody just, oh my goodness, you're going to see them. Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. First person. Thanks, Mike. You're my first person on Super Chat. All right. Welcome to the room, everybody. Welcome. I'm here not only to answer personal finance questions, just you might have some fearful finance questions of what you should do right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, I dropped a couple of gems so you can kind of get an idea of what to do, because not only is this money-wise, it's psychological-wise, but right now, money is really this low on the totem pole right now. It's really low, because you have nothing to spend it on. All you are is with yourself right now. What's up, Jaws? Dave says, would you include business debt if you had a business? It counts on how that business is ran, Dave. It counts on how that business was ran. Because just because somebody has a business means that doesn't mean anything. All those people, hey, Dave, right now, again, the whole financial playing field is being sifted through, from personal debt to business. Anybody that's been riding on debt this whole time up to their eyeballs, they're getting moved off the playing field. Right now is the time to get to zero. You want to become a millionaire? Figure out how you can get to zero right now during this time. It's so easy. Chapter 7. All right. Chapter 13 are for people in debt. Don't ever get a chapter 13. Chapter 7. Limit for life. Hello. Hello. How you doing? Queen of the South. I'm here for lessons, staying focused. Discord server, everyone. Discord server. Thank you, Hyphy. Much appreciated. For those of you who don't know, my super chat is up. Woo! Finally, it took me months to get that bad boy going, but it's up. It's up. So, Queen of the South, yes, I heard lots about investing in healthcare and pharmaceutical companies. Okay, Queen of the South, that is true. And this is why I say it's true. Okay. After something like this, coronavirus, a virus that can kill people, that's going to be the top priority of on minds for years to come, at least the next 10 years. So that is true. Healthcare and pharmaceuticals. I don't know anything about investing. I'm going by what I see. Virus out there kills people. How does it spread through the air? That's going to be top priority. Okay, healthcare and pharmaceuticals. All right. But again, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to invest in anything. If that's in the negative, it doesn't matter if healthcare is the top #1 stock. You have no money to invest in that. Same thing with pharmaceuticals, same thing with Apple stock, same thing with Amazon stock, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Dave Sincere says, you dropping some heat right here. I try to. Is this the truth? Oh, shoot, that jumped up. Thank you, Joseph. Bang that like button. Appreciate it. Yes, Nicer. We just witnessed the first super chat. Yes, yes, yes. And Mike's the first one. Yes, you did. You made history. You better, hey, Mike, you better believe it's going to be history, man. You know what? Let me take a screenshot of that right now. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. So when this blows up, when this channel blows up, we're never going to be able to forget who was the first super chat. So I'm going to screenshot the whole thing, including Nicer's comment under it. There we go. All right, that's sealed in cement now. Gabriel says, yo, I'm going to think about that, LJ, for an hour. Okay, I got to remember what you said. I said so many things, Gabriel. I don't know what you're referring to. Dark Man says, LJ got super chat. Oh, he famous. All right, hey, you guys. That super chat ain't easy. It might have been easy to get a long time ago, but it ain't easy to get now. You got to put in some work. You got to put in some work to get that super chat, okay? Dave Sincere says, a lot of big companies have already started tapping their lines of credit. Some banks are pulling lines of credit for business. Yeah, that's, you know what? That's different, Dave. That's different. Lines of credit for, I mean, when it comes to business, it's really different. I don't really talk about that too much, but I'm just saying, as somebody trying to start a business, you got to first make sure the business of yourself is good. Are your personal finances, if your personal finances were a business right now, would you still be in business? Okay, that's for everybody in the room. If your personal finances were a business, would you still be in business? This is how to tell if you would still be in business if your personal finances were a business. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money your business has. If that's largely in the negative, you are not in business. Okay. BK from the Rocky says, another area to invest, it would be debt. There are mutual funds directed to foreign and local debt. I'm guessing debt after Corona will be around for a bit. Oh yeah, it'll be around for many years. Yeah, but people in debt cannot invest in debt. Okay, that's mathematically impossible. So I know what you're saying, BK. There's investments in debt. The economy runs on debt. So yes, debt. But if you're in debt, you can't make money. You can't invest in debt while being in debt. Okay, that's impossible. Dave Sincere says, I called 2 of the banks I deal with just to get a gauge of how people are reacting. They said it's mostly business as usual for most people, but for some, they've been applying for more credit. Oh yeah, the majority are going to be doing that. NC Big says, did you know you have commercials now? I do. There's commercials running on my videos, NC Biggs. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Life for Business, much appreciated. Shout out for the $5. Proud of you, brother. Been following you since you was on O'Shea Show, man. Much appreciated. I've been seeing you, man. I want you guys to know I really appreciate you guys following, man. You know, I'm glad people see consistency. Much appreciated. You know, I really do. Again, any kind of donation like this, man, during a time like this, everybody's situation is different. Yes, I'm still going to help you get out of debt, but right now there's an opportunity bigger for you guys right now. If you want to become a millionaire, right now is your chance to get to zero. You get to skip all the years I had to do to pay off debt. You get right now, because right now, if you've been in debt and you saying, man, I wish things would go back to normal, I'm here to tell you that's a false normal that you were living in. If you get to zero right now, if you never forget, zero is the most important number of them all. You never forget that. Never forget that, and understand this. It's mathematically impossible to go around zero. You must go through it. That's why it's got a hole. That's why zero's got a hole. So you got to go through it to get to a million. If you stand at the zero and look through it, you will see $1 million at the end, but you got to be right here. You got to get through it. Okay. Hyphy says, speaking of making money and the fear of being broke, I have a shocking confession to make here soon. Okay. Somebody hacked Hyphy's account. That's allegedly. Whoever you use an account, Hyphy says allegedly before things like that. Okay. So I don't know who you are, buddy, but we're going to get you. Shout out to Jaws 2003 for the $10. Thank you, sir. What do you think will happen to the fitness industry? I see home gym equipment is non-existent or marked up. Do you think people will be selling this equipment in the future? So the first question, fitness industry, I think they're out. Like Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness, they're out. And I'll tell you why. Coronavirus. First of all, we ain't even got a cure for it yet, okay? That's number one. Number two, you know how long it's going to take for people to trust? We're too scared to even touch each other, breathe on each other. You think people are going to go in a gym and sit on sweaty equipment after something like this? No, sir. Sorry, those things are out. Those are out. That's out. Gym equipment, you can't find it now because people don't have any choice, right? They think they're doing something right now, but because they're locked in. But one thing, once work goes back to start people having jobs again, because eventually it'll get back, that equipment's going to sit there. And guess what? If you have cash, you get to pay half price for it because they're just going to want to get rid of it. It's just going to be in their way. Just because people got home stuff doesn't mean they're going to use it at home. People were paying for gym memberships and not going to the gym. Just because they got home gym equipment, you think they're going to use it at home? No, they're not. Just wait. Don't try to buy any gym equipment. Don't do any of that. Don't do any of that. Just chill. All right. Just wait this is going to 2021, people. This is all you got to do is wait. Just wait. Wait till the stimulus money runs out. Wait till the unemployment goes from 600 back to whatever it's went to and ends or whatever. What happens when that stops? That stuff is going to go on sale at bargain basement prices, used only once, all that. Just chill. They're going to be selling that like hotcakes. They're going to need some money. I keep telling you guys, right? Like right now, the government has to do something very big for before the stimulus money runs out. Okay. Before that stimulus money runs out, something has to happen. Something has to happen. Because if they don't, it's going to be some big problems. I keep telling you guys, it's going to be some big problems. So right now is not the time to invest in anything. If you're thinking about investing in a stock market or something, like for example, let me go back to the gym equipment. Since all those gyms are going to be out, LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness, Black Planet, or yeah, is it not Black Planet? What's that? PB? Planet Fitness. All that gym equipment is going to go on sale. Just chill. They're not trusting gym. They're not going into a gym where people are sweating and sitting, all over it. Man, no. They're out. I feel so, man, and that Planet Fitness, they were growing too, man. They were growing. Dark Man says, man, I learned something from you every time I go live. I appreciate it. What'd you learn this time, Dark Man? Darkman, oh, I already said that. Jared says, I'm looking at buying an 8-unit complex near a college campus. I have no debt, so it would be my first mortgage purchase for $275. When are you planning, Jared? I wouldn't do that right now. I wouldn't do any of that. Mm-mm. And I don't. What type of mortgage are you thinking about getting? There's a bigger plan behind this thing, and you got to make sure you're doing it smart. Okay, so I'm gonna just ask basic questions. What type of mortgage you getting? When are you planning on buying it? All that counts. Nicer says more super chats. LJ's big time now. Nicer's funny. Dave Sincere says I got 5 on it. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got 5 on. You youngsters probably don't know that. Don't worry about that song. That was just, and that was a bad version of me doing it. Jewel says, LJ, make a Cash App account. I do. Here it is right here. I got both. There's my Cash App. That's my Cash App for those of you that do not know. Jewel says, LJ, make a Cash App account. YouTube takes half profit of your super chats, and you don't get the money until 2 or 3 months later. This is how I look at it, Jewel. This is how I look at it. Yes, that I'm sure that's true, but this platform, YouTube made it. Okay. Without YouTube making this stage for me, I wouldn't be able to do this for you, right? So it's just, to me, it's just the cost of doing business. I'm doing something I love already. I'm basically doing it for free. I can get online and I don't have to pay YouTube to broadcast to you guys, right? So I look at it as just the cost of doing business. Without YouTube creating this, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I really don't. And plus, when those kind of things come in, I'm sure when you do the taxes, you say, hey, yeah, I know this came in, but YouTube took that. This is for the business. There's different ways around of paying for that. Yeah, they're taking half away, but you get it back in taxes. This is called phantom income. Okay, the best way I'm trying to describe it, it's called phantom income. When you look at it directly with your eyes and say, wow, I get $5, right? And I get $5 from Dave, but YouTube is going to take $2 of that. Dang, man, they're taking almost half. But when you're debt free, and then you take that, what happened there, and you plug it into the equation of taxes, when you don't have any debt, you pretty much get it back plus more. That's called phantom income. Just the cost of doing business. So don't pay too much attention to the obvious of what you see. Just look at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything to even get Dave to give me $5. It had YouTube not built this platform. Jared says a few friends who just bought houses 3 months ago are now nervous because the value will be going down, and they have student loan debt with threats of layoffs. Yes, that's why, Jared, don't buy anything right now. I don't. 275. Give it next month. That 275, you probably pick that thing up for 75,000. Okay. Right now, like what you just told me with your friends, having student loan debt, and they bought it 3 months ago, that tells me they got FHA mortgages. They got FHA mortgages, because never in a million years would I ever buy a house while having student loan debt. I would never in a million years do that. Never. Dave Sincere says, I know, Black Planet. That's just telling my age, Dave. Yeah, the coronavirus is messing that up too. Yeah, that's funny. Dynasty, I'm a personal trainer, so that's perfect for me. Yes, Dynasty, right? Oh, Dynasty. I'm glad you said that. This what I predict too. Now you can just follow me along. Now that this whole coronavirus thing, now most jobs are going to be going home. Believe that. Businesses are going to say, wait a minute, I don't even have to have people here. I'll make them 1099. They can just work from home. I don't have to be responsible for them, blah, blah, blah. That means, and food is being delivered now. Obesity is about to go through the freaking roof. So check this out. This is what I predict. This is just my opinion. I believe since gyms are out, I think people having gyms in their garage are going to be good. They're going to be a good thing, because if the local people there trust somebody, like say like you open up a gym out of your garage right now, right? and they know you clean your equipment constantly, right? You clean your equipment between each shift of gym people and this and that. They're gonna trust your gym more because they know you clean it. Plus, it's local to them. They know you. That's going to be the next moneymaker, because if most jobs are going to be at home, people are going to get their food at home. Obesity is going to go through the roof. And if they can just get up from their desk at home and walk down to the neighborhood gym within a friend's garage, that's what they're going to do, and they're going to pay. So that's, if you're a personal trainer, bam, I'll be doing that. Better believe that. Believe that. Gabriel says, I was talking about the thing you're passionate about for an hour. Yeah. Your passion is key. Queen of the South says, get the likes up. His notification will increase. Thank you, Queen of the South. Much appreciated. Jewel says, understood my apology. Oh, no apologies. No, Jewel. When I say it like that, I know I say things aggressively. That's not what I'm meaning. I'm just saying what is, right? So I just want to give you a different look at things like that, because I hear people say that all the time. Hey, man, don't use them. They're going to take certain amount. But I think to myself, well, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't be able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's always a way to do it. When you're out of debt, the guaranteed ROI are taxes. All right. There's a way to get around all that. Trust me. I promise you, there's a way to get around all that. Dave Sincere says, there you go. Cost of business. That is, it's just the cost of business. Dave Sincere says, if people get HELOCs and their home value goes down, those HELOCs are definitely disappearing. You better believe it. The bank's going to shut them down. Sure is. And guess what, Dave? It's going, listen, you just hit on something, Dave. I'm glad you brought that up. For a fact, home values are going down. For a fact. Why? People have no jobs. They won't be able to keep their houses with no jobs. Even if they find a cure next month, it's still got to get to everybody. That doesn't mean everybody gets to go back to work immediately. That's not happening for a minimum of 18 months. Housing values are going down. And if you got a line of credit right now, the only way you're going to save it is cash that line of credit out. That's the only way. But if it's in a line of credit, they're going to cut that off. And then you're going to be in real trouble. What's up, Cosmic? NC Biggs, thank you, sir. You have Domino's as your first commercial I've seen. Okay. All right. What, NC Biggs, was that across this video or another video that you watched? Because I can't see that kind of stuff. You know what, Dynasty? I think if you just follow the logic, all right, you can clearly see that people are obese right now. If they're going to be at home, they don't have to get dressed. They don't have to get in the car. They don't have to go upstairs at work. They don't have to work. They don't have to walk from the car to the desk. They won't have to do any of that. So obesity is going to go through the roof. If you're a personal trainer in their area somewhere locally, and they just have to just go down the street, hey, you guys, look, I clean and sanitize all my equipment after each session. Watch and see. You can see it and film that. Film yourself cleaning your equipment each and every time after each session. People are going to trust you. It's going to be a long time before people go into sweaty gyms, sweaty equipment, people not spraying their equipment. It's going to be a long time before they can trust that again. Those days are done for a while. Gabriel says, after this world is going to change our lives. Yeah, everything's changed forever. I want you guys to clearly understand something. Financially, the playing field has been changed forever. Okay. Right now, you're probably thinking, oh, man, real estate's a hot market for who? For a person that has money? Yeah. And it's not even hot right now. Give it 18 months. 18 months when everybody is broke and really have no more money, lines of credit get cut off, housing market prices are going to plummet. They're going to crash. And then people with money, they're going to clean house. They're going to clean house. If you don't have any money, don't worry about investing. You missed it. You can't. No. Charles 2003 says, I see people on IG and Facebook during online coaching as well, having video conferencing with multiple people while working out as well. Yeah, I see online. Yeah, that's a I guess somehow to make it, I guess do an online class showing all the people in the class. So when people look at the screen, they can see all the other people connected. Will make them feel like they're all in the same, that'd be cool, Oh, this video. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? Let me open up in a different window so I can actually see because I can't see it. One second. I want to see something, you guys. One second, because I'm new to all this. I'm excited. All right. Oh, okay. It's just showing. It's showing us live. I guess. I don't know. Okay. It shows different for me for some reason. Plus, it's gonna throw me off if I start watching that video and watching the other one. Nice, says 32 watching, 18 likes. Hit the like button. Thank you, everybody. So, if you're new to the channel, I'm sorry, I'm reading too. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Sorry, welcome, and welcome to the SMD family. This is the place where you can be comfortable asking any question you wish without making it feel like you're dumb for not knowing. Maybe you're feeling nervous because your job might not call you back after this layoff. You've thought about becoming a millionaire, but you never really knew how to get there. Maybe you are living paycheck to paycheck and you just cannot figure out why, even though you make six figures, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Can't figure out why. This is the channel. This is the SMD family. Okay. Queen of the South says, I am in mental health. Our phones are ringing off the hook. New patients. Oh, man. Thank you for bringing that up, Queen. This kind of this is serious, man. A lot of people don't realize how the seriousness of this, right? It's like when I wake up now, when I wake up in the morning, it's like a normal morning that I wake up, but then about 5 or 10 minutes after I wake up, I realize it's different. I can just look out the window, right? And when I drive to the store, when I walk around, it feels like we're in a movie. It's like a movie, right? Now this energy, this is what I want you guys to pay attention to because I'm a very spiritual person, okay? When you walk around and you feel that energy that is different, you can't see it, touch it, smell it, taste it, you can't do any of that, right? Recognize that it's there though. Recognize it. That's real. Now you can choose to fear it, or you can choose to say, wait a minute, this is my new reality. This is the new normal. Because that's going to be the new normal for a long time. Now you take the new normal, recognize the new normal. Don't run from it because fear, now that I've been out on my own, let me tell you guys something this. Fear is not to be feared. I know it doesn't make any sense. You're not supposed to run from fear. Fear is saying, hey, look, come this way. This is the way to come. Don't run from me. Where you going? Fear's like, hey, where you running from me for? Come this way because on the other side of me is something great. You just got to come through me. Just come through me. Anytime fear comes in my life, I just say, why are you here? If there's something I fear, I say, why are you there? If there's some kind of resistance to something that I'm doing in my life, I say, then that's not what I'm supposed to do. Because it's really easy. If you just follow, like, since I follow my path, it's really easy. It's not really hard work. Anytime I run into resistance, because that's not the way I'm supposed to go, regardless of how I think it's supposed to go, regardless how I think it's supposed to look. If it's resistance, I stop and say, okay, all right, I keep pounding my head on that. Let me turn around and see what I'm supposed to. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's why that kept being there. That's what happens. Okay. You gotta, because if you succumb to this fear, man, I can imagine how it could just take over somebody's mind, right? It'll just consume you. And this is how it consumes you: the news, the phone, social media, everything, man. You got to unplug from all that. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to look outside and I want you to see the nature. Look at the birds, look at everything. Can you imagine the animals? They must be loving life right now. Animals must be loving life. They got fresh air. It smells good all the time. No smoke, congestion, none of that. Go out there. Turn your phone off. Don't watch the news. Anybody that keeps doing coronavirus across your timeline, unfollow them. Let them live in that fear. Step back. Notice right now at this moment, you don't have to do nothing. Right now, you can choose to be anybody or anything you want right now. You can choose it. You don't have to go crazy in your mind thinking, oh my God, the whole world is ending. No, if you believe that in your brain, but if you step out logically, do I really think the world is going to end right now? No. Then what is there? What is something I'm not seeing? There's something that I'm not seeing, because I know the world is not going to end. The humans are not going to all die right now. So that's not happening. What am I not seeing? Fear is blocking you. Turn to fear and say, what are you trying to show me? Daughter of a King, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Savings Minus Debt. SMD family, thank you for being part of the family today. I hope you subscribed. Any questions? Daughter of a King says, what's your take on the health and life coaching industry? Can we still prosper during this time? I don't like asking others for money right now. I think both of those are key. I think right now, if it's your passion, daughter of a king, people will see it. Health and life coaching right now is paramount right now, because everybody if you get sucked into the fear, what's on the news right now, you're going to think if you cough, you're going to think you got corona. If you sneeze, everybody's going to be like, what's wrong? Why are you sneezing? Why are you coughing? The mental part of making your body believe that you have coronavirus. Can you imagine how powerful that is? Because people don't really understand how powerful the mind is. All they got to think about it this way. Think about it this way, so people can understand what the mind can do. So say like you are constipated. Okay, we usually go take medicine, right? We usually go take some medicine, then some X-Lax or whatever. But say like you're constipated, but you get a bad headache. You get kind of sick from eating, not eating something, just a bad headache. Let me just use that example. You get a bad headache, right? It changes your internal everything through your whole, you don't want to eat. Things, light is too bright, everything's from the brain. And the next thing you know, you end up going to the bathroom and things are really, let's just say, moving really fast, but you didn't do anything. The only thing you did was just your brain. This has happened to me. People don't really understand what that does when you stress out. So can you imagine the amount of people going through, because domestic violence is up. They're stressing over debts. They're stressing over losing their house, the dog, the car, everything. Mental health right now. They need somebody positive to talk to them positively, saying, hey, don't give up. There's a way out of this. And if this is your passion, daughter of a king, this is going to show through. And then when people feel your passion and whatever you're giving to them helps them change their lives, they give you money. You don't have to ask for it. Right now is the wrong time to ask for anybody for money, really. And this is the time right now, daughter of a king, right now, this is the time to remove money from the equation, because money is not worth anything. You get some money, say like somebody give you $500. They say, here, thank you for your service. Now you got 500. What you going to do with it? You can't do anything with it. You can't spend it. I mean, besides pay your bills, I'm just saying, now I'm talking about bills, the things that keep you alive. That's what I'm talking about right now. House, food, $500 not going to go on a car payment right now. I guarantee you that. Guarantee. But anyway, you can't really go out and spend it. So remove the money. It's going to open up your mind. Do your passion. If health and life coaching is your passion, it's going to shine through and people are going to recognize it. So I think that's a good industry right now. And you can do it online. You can help anybody in the world. This is like right now, it's better than even having like a physical office for people to come in. You can help anybody around the world because this is worldwide. So if you're thinking about just the United States, you got to think bigger. This is worldwide. Jaws 2003 says, I work for a private company doing petroleum restoration, and we are still business as usual, but they make us work from home. That being said, they still cut the pay of the CEOs, etc. You do petroleum restoration, but you work from home? I don't really get that. What do you mean by that? Dynasty says, yes, I was just saying that as I was sitting on my patio watching a flock of birds fly around. These animals have no worries. I know when I look at, that's when I go to the park. We can still walk around in South Carolina right now. We can still walk around the parks, right? And I just look at the birds inside the little pond or whatever they're swimming. They have no idea what's happening. None. We are the only ones. Can you guys hold on for just a second? It's getting warm in here. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Daughter of a King says, this live is very uplifting. Thank you. You are welcome. This is opportunity, Daughter of a King. This is opportunity right now, especially in a field like yours. You can help everybody worldwide. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. What's up, Hassan? Hello. L, what's good, brother? Hey, what's up? How are you? NC Big says, what's your take on me buying stocks after I hit zero? No time soon. Okay. Don't even think about that until 2021. You got to right now, stocks are being played by people in fear. Okay. It's going to be going like this. All right. Just wait till the money runs out. After the money runs out, the stock market's going to somewhat stabilize. Now, I don't know anything about stock market. Don't worry about my advice. I'm just saying my opinion. This is strictly my opinion. I have no license for anything. I know nothing about stock. I'm not invested in the stock market. I'm just telling you what I see. All right. It's going like this. People in fear. I don't want to lose anything. Let me get my stimulus check. Let me refinance my house and invest. Let me do this. That's all fear money. Okay. When all that money runs out, when the banks cut off lines of credit, it's going to go like this, and then it's going to go. Okay. Then you'll be able to see. Then you'll know what to do. But right now, don't even trust that. Nothing. Mark says, I remember in 2012, a family killed themselves before the proposed end of the world phenomenon that was supposed to happen. Hearing that, I now have to decide not to worry about these kinds of events. I don't even think about them. Let me tell you guys, let me tell you what I do. I don't watch the news. Anybody that talks about the coronavirus on my timeline, I unfollow them. Anybody that tries to send me something across my Facebook DM, I remove them. Okay. I don't want to know any about that. I know it's out there. I know it's, have I heard for the cure yet? No, then I don't want to hear anything else. Until I hear the president say there is a cure, I don't want to hear anything. Nothing else matters if there's not a cure. Okay. I don't want to care about masks. I don't want to care that it's flying, it's coming through the toilet. They're just making up stuff now. They're making up stuff, how it can be spreaded everywhere. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Don't even think about it. Daughter of a King says, so you're saying just go pro bono right now and gain an audience? Yes. Yes. Get out there. Put yourself out there. Don't worry about this. Hey, do I got the right background? Do I have this? Nobody can imitate you. Nobody can imitate you. You are going to, and if it's a passion for you, you are going to separate yourself from the fakers. You're going to separate yourself from the people strictly doing it for money, because right now nobody has no money. But people that are doing it for money are going to be going after money, but they're going after people that have no money right now. Right now is a desperate time. People need help. And they're going to remember the people that helped them through a rough time. Whether they tell you or not is irrelevant. Some will tell you, some won't, but they'll never forget you. Okay. Right now, they need help. Do the opposite of the majority. The majority are going after money. You don't even need money right now. Don't even need it. Can't go nowhere. Can't drive. Don't need gas. You don't even care about gas prices because you're not driving to work. Who cares the price of gas? Oh, people are on Facebook talking about, hey, gas went down to $1.60 something. So what? I'm not even driving. It could go down to a quarter. It doesn't change if you're going anywhere. We're on quarantine. Right now is the time. Right now is the time. There's going to be people that shine from this. I'm one of them. You can be one of them too. You are welcome. Mark says not that all that is going on isn't a trying time, but seeing how fear can cause fatal decisions. Yes. Mm-hmm. This is serious, you guys. This is really financially and something that can kill you. And you got to remember this. There's a virus going around out there that can kill a person. You think people care about their finances right now? They're not caring about their finances. Hey, man, I'm just trying to stay alive. I'll worry about that later. Okay, well, all right, because it's going to be there later. Believe that. It's gonna be there later, waiting for you, big time. Josh 2003 says, LJ, yes, I do. I look at the numbers and the data that comes from the site. It's a lot of paperwork. We have contractors that go out in the field to do the manual work. Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Sharif says everything looks like a movie when you're debt free because people who are in debt are panicking. Yes, you're right, Sharif. That's why, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Sharif, because maybe I think you're right. Because I just tried to explain the energy to people, the energy right now. And the energy is panic. But I can see that panic. So I look at the world totally different. When I go out to Costco or when I go shopping, I recognize the difference. The way everybody's looking. Everybody's panicked. I don't look, no. You're not sucking me into that. No, sir. You go to the grocery store, they got big plastic plexiglass around the cashier now. I'm like, hey, whatever. You guys do what you need to do to keep you calm. But it seemed like that causes more panic to me. Social distancing, 6 feet apart, plexiglass, mask on, the news, social media. Can you imagine if you consume yourself 24 hours a day with that stuff? You're going to think every scratch is Corona. You're going to think Corona's on the glass of water. Next thing you know, they're going to say, hey, Corona can live on keyboards. Corona can live on the table. Corona can live in your cell phone. And people are just going to pass it on. And, girl, guess what I heard? I heard if you put your phone up to your ear and you're breathing, it'll transfer the coronavirus to the other person on the other phone. And people will just believe it. You got to unplug. Thank you, Hyphy. Everyone join the Savings Minus Debt Discord server. The more join, we're going to do a raffle for 2 slots of my time donated by Michael Rambo and DTN, both SMD family members. All right. They decided they want to give back. So we get enough people on the Discord server. We're going to raffle these 2 time slots off. You're going to get 45 minutes with me to ask me anything you want about the situation, what you should do financially, blah, blah, blah. And we talk about all that. And I'll give you all the answers you need. I promise you. Okay. Yes, Dynasty. Yes, we will shine. Right now, all you got to do is see the light. You got to see the light through all this darkness. Like right now, I believe you said you in South Carolina too, Dynasty, right? Right now, I'm looking out the window. It is a nice, beautiful, sunny day. You better believe I'm going to be leaving today and going to feel that sun on my skin today. Believe that. Gabriel says, no, LJ, the reason people are broke because their taxes are too high and don't do velocity banking. Oh, Gabriel, boy, I tell you. You need to stop picking on those guys, Gabriel. Houston. Any other questions? Any other questions? Dynasty says, yes, I'm going for a run later. Yes, got to get out there, enjoy that beautiful sun. Well, let me see what today is here in beautiful South Carolina. Oh, shout out to Jewel. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jewel. I just now saw that. Much appreciated. Again, in a time like this, I very much appreciate that, Jewel. Shout out to Jewel for the for the donation. Much appreciated. Still learning this, Jewel. You know, I'm 50. Okay, I press this button to say, okay, cool. All right. There we go. And thank you. Shout out to Quentin. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. See, like right now, let me explain something to you. Like right now, I'm gonna try to explain phantom income. So say like somebody donates $20 to me. Okay. Now, when stimulus money runs out, when unemployment runs out, people don't have money for their bills. They're behind on their car notes and they're behind on mortgages. The value of $20 goes up. Know why it goes up? Because I'll be able to buy more with $20 than before. Because the majority of people are broke. For example, I don't look at money individually anymore. I only look at money collectively. Okay, so when people no job, the money's going to get cut off. Stimulus money's going to stop. Blah blah blah. The value of $20 goes up. The more people have no money. All right, so cash will be worth more. See how that works? But you can't. If you're in debt, you believe $20 just stays stable. It doesn't. It counts on the rest of the world. It counts on the rest of the United States. And I'm just talking about the dollar. The rest of the United States. If you have $20 and more people would be broke, $20 goes up in value because you'll be able to buy more with $20 than before. So shout out to Jewel. I'm glad you're a part of the SMD family, Jewel. Much appreciated. I was going to check the temperature 1 second. Oh, it's 68. Okay, it's a high of 68. That's close to 70. I like that. I'll do that. I'll take that. Cosmic Wisdom. It's perfect weather here as well. Took an hour walk earlier today. Enjoy your run, Dynasty. Daughter says, yes, we will shine. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And we're gonna stand out from the rest. Right now, if you just now that I told you this, right, just pay attention to how many people are going to be after money when this is the wrong time to be looking for money. This is the wrong time. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy my super chat showed up. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But in the bigger picture, nobody's going to be dropping. I mean, if you've been to my site, yeah, my prices are expensive. Right now, I logically understand nobody has no money to be dropping those kind of prices. Doesn't mean I'm going to drop my prices. I'm just telling you something, right? But right now, that's not my focus. Hey, man, get out of debt. Get out of debt. Well, you ain't got no job. What you talking about getting out of debt for? I'm trying to show people how they can get out of debt right now, but get out of debt free using no money of their own. Chapter 7. Don't look at bankruptcy as a bad thing. Only people in debt think people are losers that file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. That's not true. It all counts on who's telling you that, who's saying that to you. Okay. NC Big says, I was talking to my friend about the status of the country. Oh, you talking to your friend about the status? Like, okay. I think the banks will defer house loans and car loans until the virus thing is over, but we'll put it on the back end of the loan. He doesn't. Well, that's exactly what they're going to do. It doesn't matter if he believes it or not. That's irrelevant. And trust me, NC Biggs, this what I'm telling you, NC Briggs, it must be that way. People must believe, they must not believe that the banks do exactly what you said. Yes, you and I know when they defer loans, defer doesn't mean vanish. Deferred, just if somebody tells you that, say, do you know what the meaning of defer? Just say like that. Do you know what defer means? If they say no, that should tell you why they're giving you that answer. Because the defer doesn't mean vanish or throw away or never come back. They're just going to take it and they're going to move it to the back end. That way it's going to help you, but you're going to pay, and you're going to pay more interest on that loan in the long run. They're going to get their money. They're not losing. Only the person that finances loses. Okay. Jewel says, happy you all are having me. Hey, you are welcome, Jewel. Welcome. This is the SMD family. Nothing but love here. You know what? Honestly, when I think about, I want to be remembered during a time like this. I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered helping people help themselves get out of a situation that didn't seem like you could get out of. You know what I'm saying? It seems like something like this almost seems impossible. It's impossible to be a good side out of this. It's impossible to be an upside on this. It is. Zero. Right now is your free get out of debt free card right now. Right now. Guaranteed chapter 7. Guaranteed when this is over. It's a guaranteed chapter 7. Why are you here? I lost everything in the coronavirus. Approved. Not everybody's going to do it, though. Trust me. Okay. Gabriel says, I think I'm going to do a channel roasting financial gurus. What you talking about? You going to go pick on Houston again, Gabriel? Oh, that thing flipped all the way up. Okay. Darkman says, I did all that deferring and forbearing on my student loan. Man, I wish I started paying as soon as I got out of college. Lesson learned. Like right now, honestly, if you had the money and you still have a job, right now is the best time to pay off your student loans. If you have money, I'm just saying, if you have money and you're not in debt and you still have a job, right now is the best time to pay off your student loans. So first, many people don't know this. Yes, the president is freezing student loan interest. Yes, the president is deferring or postponing or whatever 6 months of student loan payments. Yes, right? But you must call them and tell them that. They're not going to do it automatically. A lot of people believe the student loan interest is being froze automatically across the board. No, you got to call them and say, hey, man, you heard what the president said. Yeah, freeze my interest on my student loan. Okay, cool. Thank you for calling us, telling us. But there's so many people running from their student loan debt. You think they're going to call them and tell them? No. Nope. NC Big says he believes that everyone will lose their homes because the banks will get money regardless. I said the banks like they're slaves and he won't release them. Well, NC Biggs, it's true. A lot of people are going to lose their homes, but you got to remember, you don't lose something that you own. So when you hear somebody say, I lost my home, they never really owned it because they had a mortgage. That's why they're losing it, because it's not theirs. It was never theirs. People that own their homes, that are true homeowners, they're not losing their homes because they own them. Nobody's coming to take it, and it's not going anywhere. So only people that didn't own it lose it. Okay. So hey, NC Biggs, the banks will release them because the banks got a tangible asset. They can say, this is our house, you get out. You know what I'm saying? Gabriel says, once those stimulus checks run out, crime is going to go through the roof. Yeah. Yeah, Gabriel, I've thought about that too. I really have thought about that. And that's why I keep telling you guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Just mark my words. After the stimulus checks come out, something big must happen financially. Something huge, maybe a second round of stimulus checks. I don't know, but something big has to happen because soon as people run out of money, as soon as the banks cut off those lines of credit, that's going to be a big problem. Crime is going to go through the freaking roof. People are not going to starve. Okay. They're not going to say, hey, man, I might go to jail if I steal this. No, they're going to say, if I steal this, I can get some food. Okay. That's going to be a very big problem. Martial law, second stimulus check round, something big that I don't even know what's in the works. Something big has to happen. Okay. Sharif says, I was arguing with people who bought real estate, and they kept telling me to buy. Now their tenants are not paying rent. I give them a look like I told you so. Yes. There's been some states have executive orders, governors ordering homeowners to say you can't legally collect rent right now. You can't legally collect rent. Ain't that crazy? Now imagine a homeowner that depends on the rent of their renter. So first of all, when you go buy an extra home, right, to make money, that is purchased with extra money. Not money that you need, money that you don't need. That's what you buy extra property with. Money that you don't actually need to survive. But if your survival is based on the renter in your property, you are in debt. You're in debt. Now you can't even legally collect the rent. You're in debt. This is the time to let things like that go. If you're a homeowner right now and you're going to go under because the renter is not paying in your property, it's time for you to let go of that house. That means you're relying on some outside entity out of your control for your survival when you're the only person that controls your survival, not some outside entity. A person, a building, a governor, a senator, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's a problem. Time to let it go. See ya. Whatever. Dave says, yes, pay off them student loans ASAP. I paid mine off over 10 years ago. I hated that it came off my credit report. If you have a closed account with good payment history, it comes off your credit report in 10 years. Yeah. I tell you what, Dave, if you want it back on there, why don't you go out here and get another student loan? Okay, go ahead and get it. All right. That way it could I'm just messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. Hassan says, I'm happy I paid my student loan off. Student loan a couple months ago. Everything blessed. Yes, man. Now hey Hassan, you over there in the UK, right? How's things going over there? What's it going? What have you guys been hearing about the US? Because we don't really hear about the UK too much. I don't know if it's vice versa. Do you guys hear about us much over there in the UK? Hyphy says, I've developed a sixth sense of identifying those in debt. I can tell which side of debt they're on by the way they grocery shop and drive. Oh, man. Hyphy, it's true, though, Hyphy. You're right. I guess that is I guess that would be a sixth sense because you can't explain that. You can't explain to a person in debt how we know they're in debt just by the way they act, the way they talk about money, what they do. They don't even know they're telling us that they're in debt. That's why they're saying those things. But if they're saying those things, that means they don't know that they're saying them. Okay. Cosmic says, yep, the executive order in Ohio for the next 120 days. You own the own the property, regardless if you owned it straight out or not. It really doesn't matter, right? But some outside entity said, hey, I don't care if you own that property. You can't collect rent because I said so. Right there. Don't be mad. You should understand that there is a hierarchy out here. That if you want to pay attention to it or not, it's totally up to you. But now that I'm out of the debt matrix, there is a clear hierarchy. There's an order. There's an order. This is plain and simple. You can't collect rent. That should tell you, wait a minute. I'm here. If somebody can tell you that you can't collect rent on your property, that means you're here, they're there. And then somebody's above them, and then somebody's above them. Not just the people you can see, oh, yeah, okay, the president. No, it goes way past that. Way past that. Jaws 2003 says, guns and ammo been flying off the shelf. I can hardly find 357 Magnum, 45, blah, blah, blah. Because people are watching movies. People are watching movies. People think right now in a time like this, they're gearing up to protect themselves from other people instead of just looking at themselves and say, hey, man, what can I do to not be in this situation again? Because I bet you this, if I was super wealthy, I wouldn't be even near anybody. I'd be someplace that only wealthy people can be. Okay, none of that kind of stuff doesn't happen in wealthy places. So I would just go to my wealthy place. Now, please don't get wealthy mixed up with money. True wealth is owning the time in your life. If you own the time in your life, you can make as much money as you wish. First, you must own something that's invaluable. Time. Nothing's worth more than time, nothing. And if you own it, you have all the time in the world to make, well, all the time in your lifetime to make as much money as you wish. That's wealth. It's not money. Rich is money. Wealth is time. Cosmic says for rent collection, that is. Oh, she's on. Yep, executive 128 for rent collection. Wow. Josh 2003 says, I've heard that Airbnb will be taking a major hit. Airbnb, Uber, Lyft, all the gyms, Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness, all small gyms. See ya. You guys are out. It's a whole new playing field. All the people that pretending that the real estate gurus, see you later. People like Cosmic Wisdom are going to clean freaking house. Cosmic Wisdom going to come through with her broom, be like, shh, I'll take that house. Woo! Hit that vacuum cleaner. This broom is too slow. Woo! Sucking houses in. Ooh, that was $1 million one. Woo! That got my, hey, give me that bigger sucker over there. All right. Woo! This is my $1 million house sucker. Woo! Hassan says, last time I checked the news, it was about New York deaths going high. But to be fair, I don't really watch the news like that. And about Trump talking how he going to save the country, God bless the world. Yeah, I don't watch the news either. I was just curious. Okay, all right. I mean, I know it's the same everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I know it's the same. Dave Sincere says, let me tell you, I'm not wealthy. And like you said, I'm not trying to be around people. I know a lot of people are out there struggling and they're looking for any way to come up. And that's, you know what, Dave? And this is what's dangerous too. There's a lot of people trying to do it, trying to come up legally. Okay. I'm not going to just focus on crime. If you're focusing on crime, if you focus in on the coronavirus, job loss, bills, debt, and now crime on top of that, that's frosting on the cake, you're going to be lost forever. You're going to think the whole world is going to hell and it's bad. No, you got to figure out a way to come out of this legally and financially successful. Right now, the only way out is through the internet. But don't look at it as a bad thing. The world is your stage. On YouTube, this is why I chose YouTube. This is why I don't mind paying them on the super chat. You know why? Because YouTube has allowed me to have the entire world be my stage. This is why Hassan is on here. This is why Hassan can even see me. He's in the UK. If it wasn't for YouTube, Hassan wouldn't even know me. Cosmic says, as a landlord, I will say, get your cash revs up. I'm just happy I got a year of expenses to cover my rental during these times. Now, let me ask you something nicer. I mean, not nicer, but Cosmic. Now, since you have mortgages on your properties, are the banks giving you guys forgiveness to pay, to not pay the mortgage? Not saying that you are, but are they allowing homeowners that rent out to not pay for a while? Cosmic says, LOL, just sitting back for now. I'll clean up in a year or two. Exactly. Cosmic, no, just chill. Just all you gotta do is wait till the money run out. It's gonna run out. It's gonna run out. And then that's when people, when the playing field is cleared, it's gonna take 18 months to get rid of all the financial fakers. They're gonna be all wiped off. They're getting moved. They're getting moved. People that pretend to have money or have been pretending to have money, they could never last 18 months. Never. They're not going to last 18 months. And then the recovery time, nope, they're out. They're out. Gabriel says, this reminds me of how the debt matrix works. My grandfather worked so much in his life, and I would always ask him, don't you get tired of your job? And he would say, hell no. Now, did your grandfather love what he did? Or did he hate what he did? That's a difference. If he loves what he does, it does not work. But if he hated it, that's work. Dave says, man, I've gotten a couple. How you doing texts from exes I haven't talked in years? Oh, how you? Okay. I was reading that wrong. Okay, how you doing, Texas? Okay. You know what's so funny, Dave? I got one the other day, out of the blue. I was like, what are you texting me for? I didn't respond. I was like, oh no, I'm not letting the devil in my house. No, sir. Ain't doing that. No, devil be gone. No, sir. I'm like, out of the blue, what you texting me for? No. I thought that was just me, Dave, but way to go. Don't respond. Oh, Cosmic said, me too, Dave. Oh, goodness. They said, I'm sure they weren't hitting me up to check on me. Yeah, to check on you so you can write a check. Gabriel says, and once he retires, he was complaining that he couldn't work. R.I.P. Wow. Cosmic says, I haven't looked into it since I don't need it, but as a business owner, I can get a $10,000 grant to cover expenses. Gotcha. Okay. Cosmic says, I would rather have the business that need it. Oh, okay. That needed apply for it. Okay. Yes. Yeah. You're right. Let that devil be gone. I know you try to come and break up my happy home when it's text the time and need. No, you can't come in here. All right. I'm gonna close that door on my phone. No, sir. Delete. I don't want no accidents. Why is she this and that? No, I don't know why. Don't care. Delete. Cosmo says, I could get mortgage modifications, but I'm not playing with that game. Landlords get the same break as. Yeah, I wouldn't play. Don't right now. I can only imagine the crock pot of stuff that the banks are cooking up. They got a big old spoon. They're just like, yeah, dump that in there. Turn that heat up. All right, this is what we're gonna do. All right. We're going to load all this stuff in here, right? And then we're going to drop the interest rates. We're going to make it really, really low. That'll get the people in debt to refinance their houses and believe they're saving money at the end of the month because their mortgage payment is going to be lower. And they're just stirring it up. Adding that interest, yeah. ARM? What's that? ARM? Go ahead and throw that in there. Throw that ARM in there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Can you look on the shelf and grab one of those 40-year mortgages and one of those 50-year mortgages? Yeah, just dump it all in there. Don't measure it. Don't measure it. Just dump it in there. Dump it in there. This is the new slavery mix. Slavery. It's the new slavery flavor. Mm-hmm. Whoa, whoa. This is years. This will have slaves marinating for the next 20 years. Mm-hmm. You want a cup of this? Oh yeah, here. How much you want? You want 2 cups? Okay, here you go. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's FDA approved. Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. Notification. NC Big says, I might be able to buy a house during the recession in 2 years. It counts on when the next recession happens. Something like this, you got to be prepared for, right? I was prepared for something like this financially, not to go out and to buy stuff, right? I'm not prepared for that, but for it to happen to me at this time right now, I'm good. I'm really not. It's more of an inconvenience for me. My life really doesn't change. I can still make videos. I still do the things that I love. I'm still helping as many people as I can. NC Big says slave mix. Yeah, man. That's the secret recipe. It's the secret recipe. Hey, man. What's the secret recipe? What's the secret recipe to that pot of slave mix? It's a Federal Reserve secret. Oh, you want a cup? Yeah, sure. First one's on the house. Hey, no, sorry, 1.9%. That's a low rate, right? Right. Refinance your house, and then you can have some of this mix, and then you can pay off all your bills. Here you go. Quentin says, it's crazy when you really think about it. Money does mean nothing now. It means, Quentin, it means nothing. Money means nothing right now. Nothing. You can't buy anything. You can't go anywhere. You can't take no trips. You can't go out to a restaurant. You can't buy no clothes. It means absolutely nothing. But people taking it wrong right now, they should recognize people in debt right now that have been in debt all of their lives. They don't realize right now at this moment, they can temporarily feel like what it feels like not to have debt. Right now, they can do it. Right now, they can do it. They can say, what would it feel like not to have to pay no bills? I don't owe anybody nothing right now. I don't have to pay anything. I don't even have rent. I don't have to pay my light bill. I don't have to pay my phone bill. I don't have to pay my water bill. They can't turn anything off. They can't collect rent. I don't have to pay nothing. That's what it feels like to be debt free. That's what it feels like. Now, in order for you to keep it, this is what you got to do. Pay your debt off or file Chapter 7. That's what you got to do. And then you can keep this feeling forever. You know, this is what I want you guys to pay attention to now. I want you to tell, because Hyphy can justify this. Cosmic Wisdom can. Check it out. Notice how you don't really care the day of the week right now. It doesn't matter if it's Saturday. Saturday's just Saturday. Sunday is just Sunday. Monday is just Monday. It's not a bad day. It's not a good day. Wednesday's not hump day. Thank God it's Friday. None of that. You notice none of that matters? That's how it is in my world. I don't care what day it is. I don't even care what time it is. Time is a tool. Time is only used when I need it. For example, I was coming on at 3 o'clock today with you guys. I need time to come on at 3 o'clock. After this is over, I don't need time anymore. I'll just do whatever I want to do. All right, let's see here. Sharif says, L, here in NYC, the landlords have 90 days to pay their mortgage, but they have to pay lump sum on day 90. If the tenants don't pay, the landlords are still liable. If you got out of debt and bought property, if you get out of debt first and then you bought property with your extra real money, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have today for extra property. If you're in a negative, you have no money for extra property. Don't even entertain it. Once you get out of debt and you buy property with real money, you will be economy proof. Housing market prices will no longer matter to you. I don't care at what time of the economy. Even if the economy was good, housing market prices will never, ever apply to you ever again when you have cash. This is why there are trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt. That means that's millions of people with mortgages that believe they're homeowners. Doesn't matter. Math doesn't care what they believe. So what? As long as there are millions of people that believe they are homeowners while having a mortgage, you will never have to pay full price ever again for a house as long as you got real money. Cosmic says, imagine what I'll see in 2 years if I saw that now. I look at off-market listings, real estate people share amongst themselves. Ooh. And they can't see. You got to remember, Cosmic, most can't see what you can see. They can't see it. Gabriel says, my generation is about to be in a whole new level of debt. Don't even think about it this way, Gabriel. Don't worry about the generation. Don't worry about your age. Don't worry about my age. Math is timeless. Math doesn't care if you're 19 or 65. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. Right now, slaves are being made and millionaires are being made right now. More slaves, because we need slaves to be in the economy. There's 2 economies. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to tell you something. There are 2 economies. One you can see when you're in debt. One you will never see as long as you stay in debt. This economy, it will be invisible to you for your entire life. If you choose to be in debt, it's mathematically impossible for you to ever see this one. This one controls that one. This one also runs on that one. Okay? This one controls that one. You just throw debt stuff in here and make people believe it, and that's it. But this one's lovely. It's not crowded. Nobody's trying to step on each other. Nobody's trying to scam another person. Nobody's trying to steal from somebody financially. None of that is allowed over here. That stays in the debt matrix. I promise you. Josh 2003 says, what do you think will happen to sports cars in the next 24 months? I'm thinking they will be dirt cheap. Can you imagine if you had money, what kind of expensive car you will be able to get in the next 24 months? First of all, you got to remember, cars are not really worth what you see. They're only worth to whoever believes it's worth that. You see what I'm saying? Like if you go look at a brand new Escalade, that thing runs about $75,000, $80,000. You know, when I see that, I says who? Cadillac? Cadillac says that's worth $75,000. Well, I don't agree with Cadillac. I don't agree with them. I don't believe logically I can look at a Cadillac and say, it didn't cost $80,000 to make that truck. It didn't, not even close. It didn't. So what I do is let somebody that believes that will finance, not only believe the price of that Cadillac, believe that financing it is going to don't even realize financing is going to make it even worse. Can you imagine how fast a car goes down in value compared to somebody that pays it cash versus somebody financing it? Cosmic Wisdom says, yes, Sharif, that's called forbearance. Sure is. Thank you, Nicer. Hit that like button and subscribe. Go to savingsminusdebt.com to set up a consultation and include your time zone when setting a time. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Kiera. Thank you very much. Any questions? Now, I'm just talking. I'm already done with the main subject of the title of the video. So if you have any questions, please feel free to participate. The more you guys participate, the longer we'll go. But as soon as things stop, we'll just get off, you know? Cosmic says, I'll post it on Discord next 24 hours. Right now I'm here to inspire. Josh says, good. I wanted a Tesla, but I'll settle for a C5, C6, or C7 Corvette for the moment. Oh, you're not going to get the new C8? I have other bills. Man, you can get a C8 right now. Just wait another 18 months. All these people that got brand new C8s, Just wait, man. You'll get it for like 20,000. The top dog. Gabriel says, what do you think going to happen in just 2 months? 2 months? What are we? April, May, June. Okay, so this is what I figured. By the time June comes, stimulus money should be running out. Because you got to remember, people are already spending their stimulus checks right now. They're going to get payday loans. And then with their payday loans, or when their stimulus check comes, their plan in their head is to pay back the stimulus or pay back the payday loan with their stimulus check. All right. So it's really gone. So come June, that's when things are going to start to get bad. But June, July, something big has to happen from the government. That's what I keep repeating. I don't know what that is. I'm just telling you why I believe that. Kira says, what is the best thing to do while in quarantine? Discover your passion. Kira, discover your passion. Whatever it is that you set on the back burner because of money, because of other obligations, because of this person, this job, that job. I had to do this, I had to do that. I got to do this first. I got to do that. All that has been removed. Nobody's busy anymore. Nobody's busy. Nobody has to do anything for somebody. Nobody. Right now is the time for you to say, let me finally pull this thing that I've been putting on the back burner forever, which I would love to be doing every single day. Let me just do it. Let me just do it. Whatever that is, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You don't even have to worry about if you're going to make money from it or not, because money doesn't even matter right now. You can't even spend money right now. So don't even worry about the money. Right now is the time to do whatever it is you would love to be doing for a living, and money would just be the bonus, would be the frosting on top of the cake. You're welcome, Kiara. Sharif says, I know someone who bought an Escalade in 2012. He paid $40,000. The new one has the same bells and whistles, but it's double the price. Doesn't even make any sense. But the majority of people, you know what they do? Oh man, I got the newer model. Check this out. No, check this out. Everybody knows they got that one person that likes to buy the next year car the previous year, right? So say like somebody gets a 2021 Cadillac Escalade right now in 2020, so they can show all their friends and say, yeah, man, look, I got the 2021. It ain't even out yet. But in reality, they financed the car in 2020. That's a 2021. So they're starting to put miles on it starting now in May, June, July, whatever they bought it this year, right? Put these miles on it. And then when the year flips around to the year of the truck, they're going to have an extra 50,000 miles on the truck when year 2021 shows up. And then they're even further underwater in that truck. So when they go to sell it, when they go to sell it and trade it in, you know what they're going to say? This truck has an excessive high mileage on it. What are you going to say? Oh, man, those miles don't count because I bought the 2021 and 2020. That's why it has extra. Do you think that matters? That doesn't matter. That's financial suicide. To finance a vehicle, a 2021 vehicle in 2020, that is financial suicide. Herbert says, I live frugal lifestyle. I appreciate your channel. Hey, Herbert. You know what's it was so funny, Herbert? I wonder what is frugal? You know what I'm saying? I live a minimalistic lifestyle. I don't really look at it as frugal. I just look at it as realistic. Well, I pay for things of what they really cost. I don't pay full price for anything. I don't do that. I don't do that. Everything I get cheaper than everybody else. As long as I'm paying less than everybody else, that's okay. So for example, I go to an apartment complex. I sign a year lease. I say, hey man, can I get a free month or two if I give you the yearly, if I give you the year amount right now? I've never been turned down once. I've never been turned down. I've always got a free month or two. If I pay out the whole year right now, that's what I do. I just saved myself 2 months rent compared to everybody just in this building, in the building that I was in. Now you times that by the whole world. I'm making more money than the majority of people in year leases that are paying full year leases month to month, and I'm paying 10 months for a full year lease. I'm winning. Jaws 2003 says, even better with C8 at LJ. I know my mom's husband has a C6 Corvette convertible that he has an auto loan for 20K. Ooh, and a C6? Henry says, do you think people should stop investing since so many people are out of work? Yes, stop investing. This is why. First of all, not saying you, I'm just saying in general to the whole room. First of all, you didn't know if you have money to invest. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to invest. If this is a large negative number, yes, include your mortgage, yes, include your student loans, yes, including collections, yes. If this is a large negative number, you logically and mathematically do not have money to invest in anything outside yourself. You're in the negative. So right here, if somebody's approaching you, say, hey, man, you should invest in this. What about this? And you say, no, man, I'm in the negative. I have no money. If they say, hey, man, but you know what? Loans are at a low all-time low rate. You mean to tell me I should go deeper in debt? Add to this debt I just told you I had. I should go deeper than what I am right now so I can earn some money? That doesn't even make any sense. No, sir, not doing any of that. Sharif said minimalism will be the new normal. Yeah, it's the new normal. It is the new normal. I don't even think about it. Hassan says, do you think you should learn to quarantine yourself even after this blows over to improve yourself? Maybe make it part of your life to get better at your craft in the future. You know what's so crazy, Hassan? People, when I was surprised, this is funny. I was surprised my life was called quarantine. I didn't know the way I lived was called quarantine. I was like, my life's called quarantine? Really? Really? And so now I had to learn. I did this voluntarily. I wasn't forced, but it's a very important part of the process. It really is. It's a very important part of the process. I had to quarantine myself from the rest of the world because when I first started getting out of debt, people thought I was crazy, thought I was smoking meth, thought, hey man, is he on crack, man? He moved from that nice place into a room in his sister's house. Man, he sold his Lexus. Now he's driving that old truck. What's wrong with him? Is he smoking crack? Is he on meth? Is he doing drugs? No, I had to quarantine myself from everybody in debt thinking I was broke. They were the broke ones. Once I quarantined myself, and then the next step after quitting my job, I had to strip myself of the job title that I took pride in myself that I got with my college degree. Right? Yeah, man, I'm a computer engineer. Yeah, I make six figures, blockety blah. I had to strip myself from that. Who am I without computer engineering and Linnell tied together? Who was just Linnell? That's what I had to figure out. Once I stripped myself of that was only quarantine because it did that. I had to do that. I had to ignore all those people. NC Big says, I figured out something. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, but I'm not sure I'll get classes for it right now. What is that? Is it your whatever it is it your passion, NC Biggs? That's the main point. Jules says, small business loan. If you use all the money for payroll, you don't have to pay it back. And the loan is not personal. And the loan is not personal guaranteed neither. If your business closes, they can't come to you asking for the money. If you use the money to pay your payroll, you don't have to pay it back. Why would they give people a loan to use it for their payroll? That's what I think, Jewel. The majority of people that will get that small business loan, they won't use it all for payroll. They're not going to do that. They're going to use some of that to probably try to save their business, and it counts on if they're deep in debt. And if that's the rule, they say, hey man, if you, and I don't know the rules for the small business loan, I'm just going by what you're telling me. If they say, hey man, if we give you this loan, you can only use it for payroll. If you don't, you have to pay it back. The majority of people that get this small business loan, they're not only going to use it for payroll, they're going to do whatever they need to do to save their business. And if they're deep underwater, this small business loan is not going to help them anyway. So they're going to lose anyway. So they're going to lose their business and they're going to owe this loan. So good luck. Stop all investing. Dave Sincere says, yes, stop investing. Stocks are only going to go down from here. Man, the stock market is ran on fear right now. Don't invest anything. Don't do anybody that tells you to say, hey, man, you should invest in the stock market right now. This is the question I want you to ask them. 2 questions. Do you still have your student loans? Or do you have student loans? They're going to think it's a weird question. Don't worry about that. Just say, do you got student loans? If they say yes, don't listen to a word they're saying. Hey, do you know how much debt you're in? If they guess, don't listen to a word they're saying. If they say, I don't know, don't listen to a word they are saying. They are in debt and they're going to bring you in debt with them if you listen to them. Don't listen to them. Jules says, a friend of mine believes that to be true. What did you say before? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I would read the details on that. People borrow money out of fear. I put it this way, Jewel. Listen, that person that's telling you this or just confiding in you or whatever, tell me if you hear fear in their voice. If you hear fear in their voice, that's why they're getting that loan. They're getting it out of fear. Okay. If they're getting it out of fear, they're not reading the fine print. I promise you. They're just trying to get a hold of that money. Gabriel says, LJ, I think I'm going to do the year rent to get a month free once I move out. Oh yeah, do that. You probably get 2. You probably get 2 months, Gabriel, because nobody does that. I remember just before I quit my job, this was the first time. I'm so embarrassed too. This is the first time I've ever maxed out my 401k in my whole entire work life. Now, for you guys to understand what I mean by max out 401k, I'm not saying max out the 6%, the 3%. I'm talking about the $19,500 that the government allows. $19,500. I remember this particular setup. I could log into my retirement stuff at my job, and I just had to move a bar to say how much I wanted to contribute to my 401k that year. I just had to move the bar. So I just went in. I was debt free. So I moved it all the way to the top. People in debt can't max out their 401k. They're in debt. So they never do that. So I max it out. Next thing you know, I got a call from HR. They said, hey, what's up? I say, hey, what's up? Yeah. Hey, Mr. Young, we saw that you moved that bar up on your 401k. That's, you know how much money is gonna come out of your check each pay period? I said, yeah. Okay, sir, we was trying to make sure that wasn't a mistake. Okay, that it wasn't a mistake. You know why they called? Because people don't do that. They can't afford that. They're in debt. That's another question you can ask somebody. Maybe you work with, say like this, somebody you work with, you say, hey, have you ever maxed out your 401k? See if they respond with the 3% or 6%, or see if they respond with the 19,500. Okay, that's very important. And if they haven't, they're missing out on money. This is free money right here. You max out your 401k, now it's like triple dipping or double dipping. No, double dipping. You max out your 401k, you get to put 19.5 in your 401k, right? That's for retirement. And then you get to take that same $19,500 off of your annual income tax, your annual salary, lowering you in your tax bracket. That's like double dipping. When you're in debt, you can't do that, nor can you see it. I never saw that. Never saw that. Kiera says, what's your perspective on trading? I have seen it a lot more lately than ever before. What do you mean by trading here? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What is trading? Herbert said, I like the idea of getting free rent. I'm 57 years old and rent. Yeah. Yeah, just do that, man. You're going to pay, if you're going to be there, if you're going to be there a year anyway, you're going to sign a year lease. I promise you, say, hey, man, what can you guys do for me if I pay out the whole year right now? Guarantee you they don't hear that. Guarantee they don't hear that. Can you take a month off if I pay the whole year now? Yeah. Here's 11 months. Boom. Free rent. That's whatever your rent is. Like this, say like your rent was $1,000 a month, right? And you paid the year off. You say, I'll give you the whole year, which is going to be 11 months if you give me a free one, right? You just saved yourself $1,000 right there. $1,000. So say like you was an apartment complex of 300 people and you're the only one in that whole apartment complex that did that. You just saved $1,000 more than everybody in that whole complex. Now, again, you times that by millions, all the other millions of complexes, all the millions of other people renting. That's called phantom income. You keep doing that over and over again. You save $1,000 more than all those people that cannot afford it. See how that works? That's called phantom income. It's only phantom to those whom are in debt. Cosmic says that quarantine shouldn't force people to improve themselves. It should be an ongoing process for life. Some people need a kickstart, Cosmic. A lot of people don't really understand the bigger picture, what's going on here. This is a serious financial awakening for a lot of people. This is going to forget just the money. This is going to force people to say, do I really want to stay married to this person? Do I really want to continue to date this person? Do I like this domestic violence has gone up with us? We're fighting more and more. Do I really like this job? This boss sucks. He's been treating me so bad. So right now you get to change all that. You'd be like, nah, you know what? Today's the day. 2020 is my year. I'm changing everything. I'm filing Chapter 7, bankruptcy, start at 0, and then I'm going to get up and move to any place I feel like moving. Dave says, exactly. I had no idea I was quarantining myself 7 years ago. Now this is normal for me. I read, research, and don't need to be out spending money. People are literally complaining that they're bored. This is why they're bored, Dave. They got 40. They don't realize this. This what the majority of bored people don't realize. They were just given back 40 hours a week of their life. They have been given back all the time that they work for free off the clock. They've been giving it back. Oh, yeah. People in debt work off the clock for absolutely free. I was one of them. Mr. IT six-figure professional, sure was. My job was calling me anytime they wanted. That's why they pay for your phone. Hey, IT professionals, let me tell you something. You know why they pay for your phone? So they can have 24-hour access to your life. When you signed up for that job, did you say, hey, yeah, for this salary, you can own me for 24 hours? No, that didn't. Only people in debt accept that. If I could go back as a debt-free person, I would have never allowed that in a million years. Why would I be taking that phone home? I would never tie it to my phone. I would have 2 separate phones. So just in case, when I'm not on call, I would leave that phone in the desk. There's absolutely no reason for me to take it. There's no reason for me to get a text, an email, nothing. I wouldn't take home my laptop. I'm sorry to be getting into this, but this is important. Every time I was an IT guy for 20 years, right? Tier 3, whatever you want to call it, highest tier. When things cannot get servers down, planes don't fly, I'm the person they call, right? I was that person. I carried my laptop home with me. I tied my business stuff with my personal phone. I never left home without taking my laptop. Today, if I was in IT, I would not bring home any of that. The phone stays there. The laptop stays there. It's no need for me to take it home. For what? There's absolutely no reason. I let multiple jobs do that. Call me anytime they wish. I was scared to leave my phone downstairs if I went upstairs. I was a true slave, man. Woo. Jaws 2003 says, if site built homes are going to be cheap in the future, do you think mobile homes and condos will take a harder hit in the next 18, 24 months? You know what, Jaws? I've been seeing these new, I don't think they call them mobile homes anymore. They call them manufactured home. Man, those things are nice. Oh, man. Me and my girlfriend been looking at those. Man, those things are nice. Give me a nice piece of land and give me like a double wide, whatever they're called. Man, those things are nice. I wouldn't care what anybody thought about it. Just wait. Just wait for the next 18 to 24 months. Everything, everything is going to crash. Everything. Well, not everything. Let me not say everything. Real estate's going to crash. Gyms are going to be out of business. They're never opening up again. That's they're out. They're out. You guys already see. You see what car dealerships are doing? They're doing 0% 84 month financing, 3 months deferred. You know, hey, we're trying to help you through this time. You know, it's struggling. There's jobs out. You finance zero right now for 84 months. That's 7 years, by the way. That's why they say 84 months. So you don't hear that. It's 7 years. And we'll defer the payments for 3 months, whatever. Get you locked in. You ain't getting out. You're not getting out. Henry says schools love to teach students how to apply for student loans for college. Teachers love to tell kids that student loans are good, but they never ask us working class folks, can you afford the debt? Because that is supposed to be up to you. You're supposed to know that. I didn't know that. I thought, hey man, if I'm going to college, I'm not going to be anybody. That's what the TV told me. That's what my parents told me. That's what my friends told me. Nobody says, hey, how's this going to be paid for? Oh man, you just get student loans. Anybody that tells you need to go to college, this is what I want you guys, you young people, I want you guys to listen to this, because I'm not totally against student loans, okay? I'm not. But anybody telling you that you must go to college to be anything, or you just have to go, this is what I want you to ask them. Do you still have your student loans? If their student loans are older than you, do not take financial advice from them. They have 20-year-old student loans. They have no business giving you financial advice. That makes absolutely no sense. None. You go to college for 4 years, but keep your student loans for 20? And then you're telling me what? No. Cosmic says, I think all real estate is going to take a hit. Commercial being the worst. Oh, yeah. Listen, you guys, all real estate is going to get a hit. You know why? Because nobody's working. Nobody's working. I want you guys to really understand what's happening here. It is a financial reset. If you want to become a millionaire, I'm going to tell you guys this one time so you can understand. If you want to become a millionaire, now is the time. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. If that's a deep negative number, file chapter 7. When this is over, when the field is cleared, you will be standing right at zero, while everybody's swimming in debt, while everybody's still trying to go back to whatever they believe the new normal, their old normal was, that normal that never existed. Their normal never existed when they was in debt. You will not be in debt. You will be at zero. When this clears, because it will, I don't know when it's going to clear, but you will be at zero. When you get a job, everything is going to be cheap. You could just buy it up. And then I promise you this. For those of you that you've been in debt all your life, I'm gonna tell you something. When you're out of debt, let me put this up. 1 second, because I need to show you guys this. Let me show you this. I'm gonna pull up one of you guys credit reports. Oh, I don't have one on the desktop. Come on. 1 second. I'm gonna show you guys something because I need you guys to see this. I can't believe I don't have one ready. 1 second, you guys, because I need to pull up a credit report. I should have got. You know what I'm gonna do? Your credit report is going to have all zeros. Okay, your credit report will have all zeros. All zeros means when you walk into a bank with all zeros on your credit report, the bank knows you are not in debt. People in debt have no idea how a person's credit report with no debt looks like. God, I can't believe I have this ready, man. I don't have it ready. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Okay. 1 second, you guys. 1 second. I'm going to email this to myself real quick. Hold on. Because I need to show you guys that have never seen one. Okay. I'm going to use a SMD family members credit report. One second. Gallery. Downloads. Damn, didn't I just download it? Oh. Messenger. Wow, really? I just saved it, didn't I? Camera. Sorry, you guys. 1 second, man. I really need to show you guys this. And I don't know why I don't see it. Okay, let me save this one more time. Oh, no, I emailed it. Duh. Sorry. 1 second. Come on. Well, anyway, as soon as it come through, it is slow. Let me try this one more time. 1 second. LJ. Attach. Gallery. That's weird. Damn. Sorry, you guys. Save. All right, 1 second. Attach. I really need to show you guys this because I really think it's important. But it ain't coming. So I can't get it for some reason. It's not saving. Anyway, they have all zeros. And it's very different than any other credit report. Gabriel says, but for now, I have to live with my parents. And that's okay, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Gabriel, don't look at that as a bad thing. It's okay to live with your parents, especially right now. I guarantee you a lot of grown-ups wish they live with their parents right now. So don't. What's up, Abe? It's been a minute. I hope you're still doing your thing. Herbert says, I live in a high-cost living area. Where do you suggest I move to? I prefer a low-cost living. Stay where you're living. It's not going to be high cost in a minute. Give it about 18 months. It's not going to be that price forever. That's going to stop. So Herbert, don't even worry about it. It's going to come down. Just watch. You'll see it. Don't worry about that right now. Whatever the cost of living is, where anybody lives and you think it's expensive right now, it's about to go way, way down. So don't even worry about that. Everything's going good over here, Abe. I hope everything's going for you as well. Good, going good. Dave says, how did it feel to detox from that environment? When I left one of my other jobs, it literally took me a month to detox from that. It felt good. It took me to detox from the 40-hour work week. It took me about a full 8 to 10 months. It took me about 8 to 10 months to fully detox from that because when you're in the working world, you don't really realize 40-hour work weeks is a program. Oh, excuse me. 40-hour work weeks is a program. Saturdays and Sundays, the weekends, those are programs. It's just weeks. I had to let go of the job title. I had to detox from that. That was a tough one to let go. I mean, I didn't really realize I was addicted or that was part of my program, 40-hour work week, until I got those 40 hours back. And then I started to realize how many hours over those 40 hours I was working and I was giving it for free. And so what I mean by this, when I worked through lunch, when I answered a work email or a work text from any coworker, whatever, that's work related. That's free. So if it took me 5 minutes to respond to a text or email, I just gave away that 5 minutes of my life for free. I would never do that again, ever, ever. separate phone, laptop, would stay at work. If I'm not on call, I'm not, there's no reason to bring my phone or my laptop home. I would never do that again, ever. Cosmic says, one, watch out for manufactured home. It's depreciating asset, and some places do not allow them based on your area. It all counts on who is it depreciating for. If I bought it and put it on land, it would never depreciate for me because I would never sell it. See what I'm saying? It would always be value for me. But if I had money, I would buy houses that people think that are appreciated, that appreciate regular homes, a home in a high price area. I would buy a home there and rent it out to stuff, because if people believe whatever it costs to live in, say like Calabasas, California, ooh, that's an expensive area. So if those people believe it's expensive, I would buy a home there and charge the rent, because that's what they believe in Calabasas. Oh, Calabasas says it's worth this. Okay, cool. I'm gonna charge that. See what I'm saying? Gabriel says, I feel bad for people who worked all their life and then don't have any savings. That's a tough one. People see the homeless on the streets and they think TV will make you believe that they're on the streets because of drugs. Oh man, he must be on heroin. He must be on crack. Oh man, that's why he's there. No, you think you think everybody homeless don't have a college degree? You think people are homeless people, they never had regular jobs like you and me today? Yeah, they just but maybe some were on drugs. Maybe some just messed up on their finances. Maybe ask a homeless person, hey, you still have your student loans? That's what you should do. Right now, people talk bad about the homeless. Right now, they're going to need the homeless's help. Hey man, how you guys been surviving on the streets with no money? How you been doing that? What have you been doing to live? Because if the virus is that bad, all the homeless should be dead. Have you noticed that? They don't really say, hey man, all these homeless people been dying. Have you heard any of that? Well, why not? They're out in the air. The homeless are looking at us trapped in the house. Like say like this, say like they do a curfew, right? They do a curfew, right? And they see a homeless guy on the street, say, hey man, you're out here after curfew. You'd be like, this is where I live. What are you talking about? I'm homeless. I'm homeless. What do you want me to stay under the bridge until 5 o'clock? What do you want me to do? I'm homeless. That's what the TV, NC Biggs, that's what the TV told me. The TV said, unless I get a college education, I'm going to be nobody. That's what TV said. Cosmic says about 60% of Americans have no money left over to save every month. And that was before the quarantine. Exactly. So can you imagine? Can you imagine right now? They said, I remember reading the article, they said a certain percentage of people didn't even have $500 in their savings. You better believe something big better happen after this stimulus money runs out. All you got to do is jump on social media and see how many people are waiting for that check. They're calling phone numbers. Hey, when will my check arrive? Only people in debt think that way. $1,200, $2,400, that's not going to do nothing. That's for food, water. You think they're going to take any part of that money and pay some debts? No, they're not. Some are going to go buy TVs. I know this sounds crazy. Somebody just told me they saw a friend inside of Walmart buying a freaking TV. Hey, I got to be at home anyway. You know, I might as well watch it on the big screen. That stimulus check. You know, they said the stimulus check is going to pay for that TV. Only people in debt do such things. Henry says, exactly. Many people made me feel worthless because I did not go to school after high school, but I'm debt free, so I feel fine. See what I'm saying, Henry? Only people in debt will make you feel like that because you didn't go. You know, this is what you should do, Henry. When they do this, hey man, did you go to college? You go, nah, man, I didn't go to college. Oh, serious? And then they say, oh, I went. Did you say like this? Did you go to college? Yeah, man, I went to so and so, Prestige, Princeton, this and that. Do you still have your student loans? Yeah. What year did you graduate? 20 years ago. You still have student loans? Yeah. Who cares about your college degree? So what? People in debt don't know the freedom because, Henry, you can go up to a person in debt and you can say, hey, man, my net worth is zero. People in debt will wonder why you're telling them that you're broke. Why are you telling us you're broke? when they're the broke ones. They're broke. Don't now, Henry, you can see right now all those people that made you feel bad or even through the years, guarantee you they're getting cleared out right now. This is a financial reset right now, baby. And those that are not in debt, we're the only ones that are going to survive this. Now you get the time. This is the time to discover your passion. This is what I've been at this. I've been at this for a while. I've been at this for a while. I was prepared for this moment, prepared, and I didn't even know it. Everything people are going through right now, they're being forced. I volunteered. I said, I'm going to get out of debt. I said, I'm going to choose to quit my job. Because the job I left, I remember this was the push out the door. Here I am, debt free. I'm working another year at this job. I'm debt free, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna apply for this position because I know I'm fully qualified to get this managerial role. You know, they didn't give it to me. They said, no, we're gonna hire an outside person, and you're gonna train them. I said, no, I'm not. I quit. See ya. I'm not doing that. Sorry. And then I left. I left. Why? I had no debt. That was just honestly, that was just the extra push for me to finally quit. You know how scary that was to quit a six-figure job? That was scary as I don't know what. That was so scary. I think about it now, it's funny. But you know how scary that was to quit a six-figure job? All the people, oh my God, LJ, I can't believe you quit six figures because you think six figures is a lot of money. That's why, because you're in debt. Six figures ain't nothing. That's nothing. Especially when you're in debt. It's really nothing. Money doesn't even exist for people in debt. Cosmic says commercial real estate is based on your rental annual income. So if landlords can't collect rent, what is the value of these commercial properties? Ooh, wee, spitting knowledge there. Charles 2003 says, LJ, very true about modular homes. It's good for us. They devalue quickly if they have cash. If you have cash. My aunt has one on a concrete foundation and it can handle a low Cat 3 hurricane. Oh, wow. It's like, this is what you got to be careful. The value of anything on this earth is up to you. It's not up to anybody else that looks, oh man, this is going to, like, people will look at my truck, right? I got a 1995, 2000. I always got to show this so people can understand that I'm not, because if I tell you, you're going to be like, oh man, he's driving a piece of junk or whatever, right? So let me show you this. This is my truck, okay? This is a 1995 GMC Yukon, okay? Two-door. Now, does it look like a piece of junk? Does it look like you can see it's a 95, but you're like, I know it's old, but it doesn't look old. You know why? Because I'm not in debt. Anything that goes wrong with that truck, guess what? I put a new part on it. You think I put it on myself? No, I take it to the shop. Hey man, this is broke. Fix it. You want new or used? I want new. Drove this truck just last year from Seattle, Washington to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina without one issue. It's 25 years old this year. 25. Does it look 25? No, it doesn't look 25. Henry says, Zach, many people feel. Oh, we already read that. Okay. Queen of the South says, people, please stay in the house. 19 inches is still looking for host bodies to grow. What did you say? 19 is still looking for host bodies to grow. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, COVID-19. Oh, okay. Got you. Daughter of King says, by going pro bono and a consultant freelancer not charging for their services, what are some of the long-term benefits that benefits to that. Can that help build a paid clientele in the long run? Yes. But when I say free, I mean a very limited time. I mean, first when you get out here, you got to build trust. Okay, so when I first quit, I was just like everybody else. Oh man, I got to do this to make some money. But if nobody trusts you, they're not buying anything from you. I don't care how bad, how good your services are. Nobody's going to buy from you if they don't trust you and they don't know you. So for the first little while, you're going to be doing it for free to build trust. And then once you build trust, you have to stop. You have to stop giving it away for free because people are going to treat free as free. They're going to take your product and just set it on top of the TV, set it on the coffee table. And then when you follow up with them and say, hey, man, did you do X, Y, Z? They're going to say, no, man, I haven't got to it. Even when quarantined, they're going to say the same thing. Oh, no, man, I've been busy, man. I couldn't get to it because it was free. And don't go skimpy on your prices. Your worth is what you value in your head. So if you think your services are worth $300 an hour, you put $300 an hour there because that's what you believe it's worth. And the people that see it's your passion, they will pay it because they know they're going to get exactly what they're paying for with their money. They know it. They know they're not going to get anything less. They know when they hand you their hard-earned money, they're going to get exactly what they asked for. Why? Because they trust you. They know you're not going to take it and steal it and run off into the wind and go pay something. They know they're going to get exactly what they paid for because you built a trust with them. But like I said, free is just for a little while, and don't come out making your payments really, really low because of the times. Don't do any of that. You charge what you want to charge, what you believe you should charge in your mind. Queen says it is a bonus that you can live with your parents. You better believe that. That is a serious bonus. And just do like this. If you move with your parents, everybody knows it's because it's a hard time. But say like when the times will get over, it'll change. You get a job, you get Chapter 7. You pay your family, you pay your parents rent. You make that automatic. You don't want them to ask you for the rent. You want to make it automatically withdraw from your check into the bank account every single month without question. You will be there hassle free. Stack your dough, stack your dough, stack your dough. Because right now the playing field has been cleared. Real estate is going to be at an all-time low. If you got money, you're going to get 3 houses for the price of 1. You watch. Dave Sincere says, especially if you're salaried, all that extra time is free. All of it's free. And Dave, you know what? It's so funny. I used to always think salaried employees were somehow better than hourly employees. I have no idea where I came up with that concept. I know it's just from people in debt talking around me. But the hourly employees earn more than the salary employees because they got paid for every hour they work. Salaried, I didn't get paid for every hour I worked. Never did. Thank you, Herbert. Thank you, Queen of the South. Yeah, it's very well kept. That's what I keep it like that. I love my truck. Love it. Yeah, I figured you would mention that. Hassan says the motor is looking very nice, mate. Is it an auto? It's an auto. Automatic. I wouldn't get no manual. No, sir. No, sir. Hyphy says, raise your prices to weed out the window shoppers and content thieves. Exactly. See what I'm saying? Right there. You see that? You see what Hyphy's saying? That's what you do. That's what you do, daughter. That's what you do. Don't be shy because you got to remember this. When somebody sees your prices, say like you set your prices, right? And then somebody says, ooh, that's expensive. Remember this. They only can be talking about themselves. It's expensive for the person who's saying it. Okay? It doesn't mean you're expensive. You're just expensive for that person. That's the person you don't really even want to be bothered with. If they say, "Oh, your prices are expensive," this is what you say. I know. So are you saying you want to buy, or are you saying no? What are you saying? I know my prices are expensive, but you just say, but it's expensive. You can't say, but it's expensive for you because you're saying it. It's not expensive for everybody. For other people have money and they will pay for value. I'm like this. I came down to South Carolina. I found an auto parts, or not an auto parts store, or auto shop that fixes my truck. They're a little on the expensive side, but you know what? I can go take my truck there, drop it off, and I know it's going to be done right every single time. I don't have to check. I don't have to make sure they're ripping me off. I don't have to worry about, man, what if this part breaks? Maybe they know. They treat me well. They know exactly what I want. They tell me the price. I say, here you go. Because I don't want to do it, but I want to make sure it's done right. Period. Henry says, I live with my parents still, and I have no debt. I'm grateful for what I have. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, right now, if you check this out, if you guys right now are in financial trouble, right now is the time. If you got some loving parents that will allow you to live with them, go live with them. Move in while you can before you get locked down. Before you get locked down, go move with your parents. I don't care what people in debt say. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how old you are. I don't care if you're 45, 46, 50. If your parents say you can live with me, go live with them. Make sure you pay rent and all half of everything in the house, utilities, water, whatever. It's going to be way cheaper than going out. You know how I know this? Because that's what I did. I'm not telling you guys just to do something without me doing it first. No, I do it first. So what I did was sold my Lexus, moved out my fancy high-rise apartment, and I moved into my sister's house in a room. Paid half the mortgage, half the utilities, half the internet, half of everything. It still was way cheaper than living on my own. That was a blessing. Right now, you have the opportunity to not even if you move with your parents right now, nobody's going to tease you because of the situation. They're going to know exactly why you did it. COVID-19, the virus, the collapse, no jobs. They're not going to be like, oh man, you're broke, you're poor. No, everybody's broke. Gabriel says, damn, now I have to wait to buy a car. Hey man, Gabriel, you're going to get a screaming deal. You might, how much you save up? 3,000? You might get an Audi A8 2020 for $3,000. No, not that extreme, but you're going to get something nice. Abe says, hey, LJ, you're saying because of the situation, if you have debt, you're recommending to file Chapter 11? No, I don't know. Chapter 11's business. Chapter 7, yes. It counts on how much debt are you in. If you add up all your debt right now and you don't believe you'll be able to pay that debt off in 10 years of your life, yes, file Chapter 7, yes. You are welcome, daughter. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad you're part of the SMD family. Hyphy threw up the Discord server link. It's also in the description. Anybody new in the room, I advise you to sign up for our Discord group. It's our group. It's like a chat group. All of us get in, not just me, others SMD family members. Hyphy is the one that put this all together. We got other SMD family members in that group, and we get in there, we ask questions. Everybody answers the questions, and in this group, you're going to get the right answers. You're not going to be embarrassed at all for asking any type of questions. Nobody's going to be rude to you. Nobody's going to be talking about you. You go in there, ask your question. You're going to get the right answer. I promise you. Okay. And let me see if I can find that. Just look in the description. You'll see you'll see it. You'll see the link. Install it. You can do it on your computer. You can do it on your phone. I advise you to do that. Urban says, I retired six months ago from a stressful job to focus in on my health. I was obese and now walk 5 miles a day, being debt-free and has its benefits. Congratulations, Herbert. Straight up, congratulations. Health is those are the two priorities, because before, okay, those of you guys don't know me, first, I started what was called Food Ain't My Daddy. Okay, Food Ain't My Daddy. Okay, you can see my videos on Facebook. Facebook /Food Ain't My Daddy. And then if you can find a few of my videos online on YouTube. I think it's L Young 1969. Let me just look at that. 1 second. Let me see. You guys can see some of my old videos. Let me make sure I'm putting that right. 1 second. Okay, you can find some of my workout videos. These are older, okay? So you can find this. You just type this name into YouTube, and you can find some of my old workout videos, or you can go to the channel on YouTube right now, Savings Minus Debt on YouTube. 1 second. Let me put that back. Let me put this banner. 1 second. Even though we're on YouTube right now, I still got to put it up there. I know it sounds weird, but you got to do it. All right, you can do that. And if you go all the way to the back, all right, I got some really old workout videos. Not really old, they're not really old. But when I started out what's called Food Ain't My Daddy, and then I moved from food. I got in shape, really good shape, and then I went to Debt Ain't My Daddy. I started out with Debt Ain't My Daddy. And then it caused too much controversial stuff. Oh, that ain't my daddy. I got a house, this and that. I said, no, let me think of another name. Savings minus debt is just a mathematical equation. You can't get mad or happy at it. It just is. Okay. Queen says, you are very smart to live with your parents for sure, man. Darkman said, putting away 5K for a car purchase, just buying my time, biding my time. Yeah, just wait. Just wait. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Hyphy, for putting that up there. Much appreciated. Thank God Dark Man didn't move out. Thank you, Dark Man, for you about to give me a heart attack, about to move out. Now I'm sure you're glad you didn't, right? You're lucky. All right. Yes, thank you, Dark Man. It is drama free. We keep it like that. We not only do we just type in there. Sometimes Hyphy got it set up to where we can do a voice chat too, so we can go in there and talk about many things. And Hyphy usually announces this so everybody knows to come into the thing. We should do that. What is Saturday? If you want to put something together, Hyphy, we should do a thing and have people jump in there, and we can just talk about anything, especially this situation. That'd be cool. Health is wealth for sure. Okay, Jules says she found it. All right, cool. Now that's where I started out. I was starting on the health side, so you guys are going to see many sides of me over there. But you can check out what I do at my age. It's not a big deal. I still do it, but I can't really show you guys. Gabriel says the only thing I'm going to invest in is my weight. I have gained a lot of weight. I need to lose weight. I look like Jabba the Hutt. You can do it right now. This is who's going to stand out in the new normal. Okay, the new real normal. People that are in shape, because obesity is about to go through the roof. If you're in shape in a time where obesity is going to be out of this world, you're going to stand out from the rest of the people. You're going to stand out there, and the more people are going to look at you and say, "How are you in shape?" And then you're going to tell them, "But you got to pay for it." And then they're going to pay for it. That's what they're going to do, because obesity is going to go through the roof. Herbert says, "Thanks, enjoying your live chat. First time." Oh, appreciate it, Herbert. I hope you did you subscribe? Please subscribe. Like, share, and welcome, Herbert, man. I'm glad to find somebody that was debt free, but made to make it feel like there was a bad thing. I mean, we're here to tell you it's not. It's a very good thing, and it's a gift. It's a gift. Jules LJ, damn, you're cut. I'm not as cut right now. Okay, I'm not as cut, but I've been like that for the last. I've been cut up since I'm 50 now. I got cut up about age 30, and I just never looked back from there. Right now, I haven't totally let myself go, Jewel, but I'm not as sliced. When summer come, that's when I look like that in the summer, because I know I like to walk around with my shirt off. So I gotta have my stomach looking right. But in the winter times, I'm not as cut. Let's just put it that way. Yep. Shout out to Hyphy for real. He keeps this going. Much appreciated, Hyphy. Allegedly, he does that. Allegedly. That's an inside joke. SMD family members know what that means. Okay. Queen of the South says, okay, I'll start doing your workouts after the chat. Oh, yeah. I hope I'm now there's some workouts in there. I know they're over the top, but that's just what I like to do. I'm not saying, listen, if you go look at my videos, I'm not saying that you have to do all the stuff I do to get in shape. I'm not saying that. The crazy stuff is just what I love to do, but I do some basic stuff. Okay. Dark Man Jeff says, LJ, my mom's health is getting better. Today I woke up to a breakfast spread that my mom made and my brother and his wife came and we joined each other's time. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. It's bringing families together. It's bringing families together. Right now, everybody's forced to learn, understand their kids, their wife, their husband, their sister, their brother. You don't have any choice. This right now is going to make it stronger or break it apart. You better believe, I keep telling everybody this, if you are a divorce lawyer, you are about to make buku bread when this is all over. Buku money. If you are a defense attorney or a prosecutor, you're about to make money. All these domestic violence that's going to be happening, that's currently happening. Domestic violence is on the rise. Why? Because now they're trapped with that person. Cosmic welcomes Herbert. Welcome, Herbert. Nothing but love in the S&D family. Queen of the South says, I see you, L. Thank you. Thank you. Queen of the South says, I miss going to the gym 6 days a week. You know what, Queen? It's the new normal now. The gyms, are you going to trust the gyms anymore? Who's going to trust gyms anymore? They're trying to tell us to wear masks. You think how long do you think it's going to take people to trust a sweaty, non-wiped down, disinfected gym equipment? Hey, Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, those gyms are out for a very long time. Will they come back? Probably another 5-6 years, but it's going to be a long time. How do I know this? They don't even have the cure for coronavirus right now, and it is worldwide. We can't even be within 6 feet of each other. You think a gym is going to open up anytime soon? Sweating and doing all coughing and no. Going to the gym, as we knew it once before. Think about it this way. Remember going to the gym after work, like LA Fitness 24 hours? You remember how packed it would be after work? I mean, packed. You can't do that. You can barely be in front of next to somebody 6 feet. You think you're going to a packed gym anytime soon? No. Gyms are out right now. This is just my prediction. Right now is the time to start a home gym in your neighborhood. Now, until the cure comes out, nobody can come to your gym and do whatever, right? I'm talking about when it stops, right? People are still not going to trust. They're still not going to trust it. Okay, it's going to take a lot of trust for people to get comfortable in getting in close environments with people, let alone at a sweaty gym, right? When they slowly come around, okay, you guys can start doing this and that. The cure is out. And then you say, hey, man, I got a gym right here in my garage, man. I clean it down every day. Make a video every single day, you cleaning your equipment. Let them watch it. Hell, put a live camera on there. Hey, man, come to my gym. You can see how I do things. Let them come in for free and watch it. Watch them see you cleaning your equipment every day in your neighborhood. Cha-ching. Queen of South says, oh, yes, I have a niece that is a divorce lawyer. She about to make some money. Ooh, she about to make some money. They about to pay off their student loans quick, fast. Yikes, people are nasty, yes. Gabriel says, I could exercise in the house, but lately I've been doing a lot. I have been a lot but lately I have being a lot because I'm home all day. You must mean you ain't been doing nothing all day. Charles 2003 says, I hated the gyms being packed before. It made my workouts longer, and I always had to ask, hey, you done with your set? I know somebody sitting on the machine looking at their phone, right? I have standard weights at my house now, so it gets me by. Right now, I don't have any home equipment. So what I'm doing right now on my personal Facebook page and on my Food Ain't My Daddy page, if you guys want to do that, let me do this right here. All right. So this is how you find me on my page. Okay. That's my Facebook page, Facebook.com/Food Ain't My Daddy. I'm doing different than everybody else. I'm not showing you, hey, do your arms. I'm just taking a vacuum cleaner. I'm doing lifting things slowly. So how I can just work on my upper chest. Maybe I'll do a couple push-ups or something like that. But I'm just showing you stuff that I'm just using around my house because I don't have no weights. I got a few rubber bands and stuff like that. I'm gonna use some rubber bands, anything to keep those muscles stimulated. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna show you guys on that Facebook page. Let me put that up there. So if you want to check me out, check out my videos. I'm gonna put up a couple of videos now of me and my girlfriend and her 6-year-old son jump roping and stuff like that. Just stuff like that, so you guys can see that you can still. You don't need gym equipment necessarily. It counts on what you're trying to do. See what I'm saying? Queen of South says, I went to the gym before work, 5 a.m. Too many people at night. Yeah, after work time. Those days are done, man. Just think about that. Those packed gyms, those days are completely over. Now, we got about 15 minutes left for the 3 hours. So if any of you guys want to jump in and ask me any question, there's the link. Okay. There's the link. You don't have to get on camera. You can jump on, turn the camera off, and just use your voice. And then I can answer any question you wish if you want to join the show. In the meantime, while we're waiting, I want to throw this out there so everybody knows. My website is scrolling along the bottom. So is my name, savingsminusdebt.com. That's how you can find me. I throw a lot of memes up on my Facebook. I'm going to put that on my list right now. Change my Facebook name to Savings Minus Debt. That's my old name, Facebook.com/Daddy and My Daddy. I'm going to change that name. That's how you can find me over there on Facebook. I put a lot of memes up there. This is how you can share. You can just say, hey, man, just Google this hashtag, Savings Minus Debt. They will find me. I will be the only person that shows up in that Google search. So if you did this right now, if you open up a Google browser and put the hashtag Savings Minus Debt, I'll be the only one that comes across in that search. Okay. Here's my donation link. Here's my PayPal if you have a PayPal. Here is my Cash App. Again, shout out to those who donated today. Much appreciated, especially in a hard time like this. It's much more than normal right now. Okay. So thank you. All right. There's my email. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. You can find me on Instagram at Savings Minus Debt. I put a lot of funny memes up there. Like this one I did today. I put this in the in a Discord server today. Okay. This is pretty funny. This is one of my memes I put on the Discord server today and also in on my Instagram. Check that out. Tell me if you guys get that or not. Queen of South says, is this a good time to pay off credit cards? No. Nope. This is not a good time to pay off anything. We have no idea where this economy is going. Nope. Keep your money. Keep your money. Cosmic says, I have a jump rope as well, LJ. Yeah, I got it. Jump roping, man. I didn't really wasn't a jump roper until now. That's a lot of, man, jump roping's a lot of work. I remember doing it when I was in grade school, but it's I'm 50 years old now, so it's very different. My girlfriend, she runs loops around me in jump roping, right? So thank you, Herbert. Must be a okay. Cancel my oh, so yours was $10 a month. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. You're gonna give it to me instead of Planet Fitness. Much appreciated. Yep, you got to cancel that, man. Cancel it. Gyms are done. Gyms are done. Thank you, sir. Welcome, Herbert. Welcome to the SMD family, man. Much appreciated, man. Now you belong here. Okay. It's not weird that you're debt free, and it's not weird that you're minimalist. It's not weird. It's life. That's the real normal. So thank you, sir. Shout out to Herbert. Much appreciated. You guys, I want you guys to understand, you guys are the first. It took me, you know how long it took me to get the super chat going, man? I mean, I had to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It ain't easy to get super chat. It wasn't easy for me. Let's put it that way. It wasn't easy for me. So right now, you guys are donating right now. You guys are the first ones to donate to my super chat because I just came on. I just got the email yesterday. I was driving down the street. Phone goes off, the ding dong. I was like, okay, what's this? YouTube, congratulations, you're with the partnership program. I was like, wow, nice, man. So thank you, sir. $10 is more than the average right now. $10 is going to turn into $20 come the end of May, June, when the stimulus money runs out. That's $10 going to turn into $20, and then it's going to turn into $30 because it's going to be worth more because I can buy more for it. That's called phantom income. Learn it. Appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. Man, I'm trying to help people see that there's a new way out of this, okay? I wish I could sell my new shirts, man. See them? But that's on hold. Time to help. Yeah, thank you, Cosmic, for saying that. Still, thank you for bringing that up. Now, when I say don't pay off your debt, well, it's twofold. You can't spend your money on anything else. So all I'm saying is just hold your money. You can still save up the money while still paying off the debt in your brain because you'll have the money. You'll have the money to pay off when this is all over. So you can't spend it anyway. So it doesn't matter. Just hang on to it. Okay. It ain't going nowhere. Soon as this nightmare is all over and say like they go to collections or whatever, you're going to be paying less for it than anyway. So just keep stacking your dough. All right, we got about just less than 10 minutes. If anybody wants to ask a question, you can ask it in the room or you can come online, but we're going to cut it off in 3 hours. We were 2 hours and 52 minutes in. We got about 8 minutes left. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask now. Much appreciated. Because I'm getting hungry. It's time for me to get ready to eat. I'm just, let me tell you guys what I do before. Every morning, I get up. I don't look at my phone. I don't look at my laptop. I get up because it's always pretty sunny here in South Carolina. So I just pull the chair up to the window, raise the blinds, and look at the peaceful birds and the sunny sky. Man, and I thank the universe for the position I'm in today during a time like this. I'm not in debt. If you're in debt, let me tell you something. Being in debt during this time is very different from not being in debt during this time. When you're not in debt, it's not bad as people think it is. It's not even close to that. I just unplug. I don't watch the news. I don't let people constantly put this across my timeline. Unfollow. Anybody's spreading that stuff too fast, unfollow. No, sir. None of that. Cosmic says people still spending, LJ. They just do it online. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Cosmic. I know. I know. And I'm sure online sales are going through the freaking roof. I'm not saying it's totally not able to spend. I'm not. I know, Cosmic. I know you. You know it. I know it. But it's not. They can't combine that with going out to eat, going to fun parks, just spending money. They can't do all that stuff. So thank you, Queen. Much appreciated. I'm trying to inspire people. And I honestly, Queen, this is what I'm trying to do. Now, of course, this is my business. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to do is this: help people help themselves, and they will never forget me through a time of need. LJ helped me. The S&D family helped me out of this. I went to this channel. It wasn't just LJ. It's a whole family of people, right? A whole family of people. These guys helped me out. I thought everything was I thought my whole world was gonna crash and never be the same. But these guys here, they showed me the light. They showed me, hey man, there's a way out. You're only trapped if you choose to be trapped. There's a way out. Hassan says, I'm off, Linnell. Time for me to go to bed. It's 11 p.m. Wow, okay. So it's going on 6 here, so it's going on 11 there. Wow, you guys are that far ahead. Okay. Thank you, Hassan. Much appreciated from the UK, sir. Thank you. Until next time. All right. Herbert says, do I like living in South Carolina? Yes, I love it here. It's always sunny. I'm from Seattle, Washington, where it's constant gray skies and rain. I lived there for the first 50 years of my life. 50. I moved out of there. I always knew I was going to move to a warmer climate area. I love it here. I love it here. It's always sunny. It's always sunny. Like right now, it's like high. It was a high 60s today, and we are in April. You think it's like that in Seattle? Nope. Rainy, cloudy, cold. What's up, Dave Bourne? Hello. You late? Yeah, we got about 4 minutes, and then we're getting off here. We're going to be on a total of 3 hours. So anybody have any questions, anything, please don't forget to join the Discord server. Hyphy has put that in a couple of times in the chat. You can look inside of the description of the video. It's in there too. We have a ball in there. We have all kind of questions. We joke, have fun. We talk about many things in there, okay? And it's fun. It's fun. When you get on this side of debt, you will see all the fakers. Let's put it that way. You will be able to easily identify all of the fakers out there. Now, don't worry. If you're in debt, it's very hard to distinguish between the people that's telling you the truth and the people that are faking. Once you come in the S&D family, you will never be fooled again by anybody financially ever. That will never happen again. And so we joke around the financial foolery. Okay? Just come in there. You can check it out. It's pretty fun. We have fun in there. Cosmic says they are delivering beer pitchers and margaritas, mimosas to people's place. Oh, I know, Cosmic. I know they're not gonna stop spending. I know. That's why I'm saying like this, Cosmic. That's why obesity is about to go through the roof. I know, Cosmic. I know. Gabriel says I'm going to go shopping. Hope I don't get the coronavirus. What are you going shopping for, Gabriel? What's so important right now that you need it? Food shopping? Okay, if you're going food shopping, yeah, I get it. But, well, that's the only thing you can do. Okay, it must be food. Never mind. See, I'm thinking we still have choices. Never mind. NC Big says, I want to go into counseling. I enjoy talking to people and helping people with their problems. You can do that right now, NC Biggs. Start up a channel and say, this is what I do. I talk people through times like this. Start it. Queen said, I love living in the South now. I do. I've been in the Northwest all my life, right? It's very different. It's more people. I know it's a weird thing to say, but people say hi to you more here. Hey, how you doing? You drive by in the car, they go, hey, they wave. You're just like, whoa, why are you waving? Oh, that's what they do here. Okay, hey, hey, other human being, wave at the other human being. Herbert says, I was thinking about moving to Columbia. My parents are from the South. Columbia's nice. I mean, no, I've never been to Columbia. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Charleston. I've never been to Columbia yet. Okay. But Charleston is nice. I love Charleston, but I love Myrtle Beach. I love Myrtle Beach. That's where I live now. I love it here. Not sure where to go to get classes. To get classes for what, NC Biggs? To be a counselor? You know what? You don't have to. This is what I'm saying, NC Biggs. You don't have to be a certified counselor. You know what I'm saying? You just say, hey, man, don't use the title of counselor. Say, I'm a person of healing. I don't know. Just make up something that you won't be breaking the law. You're calling yourself something that you're not legally at. People want to hear truth. You don't have to have a license to tell people the truth. All you got to do is tell them the truth. There's the Discord server. If you guys didn't miss it, if you guys missed it, there you go. Daughter says, if it goes to collections, won't that raise the credit score? No, it will lower it. When you're in debt, don't really worry about collections. Don't worry about any of that stuff. When it goes into collections, say like there's $1,000 in collections, right? By the time things turn around, you get a job, they're gonna be happy to get anything that you offer them. You can take $200 and say, hey man, I want this debt settled for $200. This is what I have. Do you want it? They are gonna take it because they're not gonna get anything. If you're offering to pay them, can you imagine how many people are gonna be filing chapter whatever? They're gonna be happy to get anything. Dave says, my family is from Columbia, South Carolina. I am in New York City, but have a house outside about 45 minutes from Myrtle Beach. Okay. I love it here. Dynasty says, yes, it's that Southern hospitality. You know what, Dynasty? You know what's so crazy? I had to get used to that. When people say, hey, how are you? They're looking at you like, hey, I really asked, how are you doing? You going to answer me? You know what I'm saying? Then it's not like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You really don't really care. But these people ask, hey, how you doing? Hello. Hey, let me get that for you. It's different down from the north, from here to the south. It's totally different. I love it here. I love it. It's always warm. It starts getting warm. Come March, April, it's warm. I mean, in Seattle, I had to wait all the way to June and cross my fingers that it's going to be warm. None of that. No, sir. Daughter says, yes, online sales are crazy right now. Everything is out of stock, it seems. Yeah, that's gonna calm down as soon as people run out of money. As soon as banks start cutting off lines of credit, because what people don't realize, this is what people in debt are doing. Let me show you what they do. There's a bigger hierarchy, kid. There's a second economy. This is what the second economy does. They say lower the refinance rate on houses, especially right now. Make it look like it's to help them. Hey, if I refinance my house, you mean I'll have a lower monthly payment? Yeah, sure it will. And then they go refinance their house. They pull out the equity. People in debt say, well, I'm going to hang on to this money until we get through this crisis because I have no job. This is just this is how it naturally happens. Okay. I'm going to keep this money. This will help pay for our bills and do whatever to get us through this crisis. Right. They don't know. They just borrow themselves deeper in debt. They don't know that. They refinance their house. So say like this, they've been in the house for say like 10 years, right? They refinance the house, spread it back out to 30. So it looks like their monthly mortgage payments got lower. No, it just spread it out further. That's why it's lower. They pull out the equity, they spend it on stuff. So say like this, they borrow the bank's money from the bank's house. That's why they're borrowing the equity. That's why you got to borrow the equity, because it's not your house, nor is it your money. So you borrow the equity, and then if you have car payments, you're gonna make the car payments using the bank's money to pay for the bank's cars, because if you have a car payment, the bank owns the cars. So people in debt believe they're going to borrow the bank's money to pay off the bank's cars. That makes absolutely no mathematical sense anywhere in the world. But as long as people in debt believe it, they believe it. And they're digging themselves deeper in the hole. So when that money runs out, guess what? They didn't read the fine print. The banks can cut off that line of credit any time they wish. Gabriel says, how about Miami, y'all? That's where you're at in Miami, right, Gabriel? Cosmic says, Miami is too prone to flooding, hurricanes for me. Herbert says, you have a lot of discipline to live in Myrtle Beach. Lots of great restaurants, much respect. Yeah, see, I eat a certain way, Herbert, so I don't really eat like that. I just don't eat like that, right? Don't get me wrong. I go to nice restaurants. They got a place called Captain George. And now I don't go to all you can eat places, but that place I do go to. But I do it once a month, maybe, right? I don't go there all the time. I would love to go there now, but can't. Absolutely. I love it here, man. I keep telling people I love it here. I absolutely love South Carolina. I love in Myrtle Beach where I live. I love, the sun's going down now. What time is it? 6? Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock now. Yeah, we've been going over 3 hours. Queen of South says, yes, we are different breed, Southern girl. Yeah, it's totally different here. Totally different. And it's so funny when I come down south, they say, hey, man, where you from? Because I still got my Washington plates on my truck, right? Let me show you guys something here. I still got my Washington plates on my truck. So, people see my plates down here. They're like, oh, you're a long ways from home and this and that. Yeah. But when I'm not in the truck and I'm walking around and then they say, where you from? I'm from Washington. They say, oh, you from DC? I always got to say, nah, Washington State. I always got to say Washington State because they're going to think I'm from Washington, DC when I say from Washington. Dave Bourne says, hold on to your money. You are exactly right. Hold on to that money. Cosmic says, dog, I'm in the Midwest, but it gets warm here in March. Definitely not June. Yeah. Dynasty B says, yes, grits all day. Queen of the South. Hey, man, shrimp and grits here? I was never, that's not something I ever ordered when I lived in Seattle. Hey, man, give me some shrimp and grits. No, that doesn't happen. Dave said, the credit card company just gave me an increase. I didn't even ask. I just laughed to myself, savings minus debt. Yes, you better believe they're giving out increases. Hey, we're here for you. At Credit Card ABC, we are here for you in a time of need. We are going to increase your limit. No questions asked. We're just going to do it because we care. And people in debt are like, oh, they care. Yeah, we care. Brittany C says, Ohio weather goes through every season in a week. That is funny. Queen of South says, I eat fruits and salads, drink a gallon of water a day. Wow, you drink more than me. Daughter of King says, okay, thanks. All right, you guys, we are 7 minutes over 3 hours. This has been a wonderful time. Again, join that Discord server. We can continue the chat later on. I take a break. So if you guys get in there and join, Hyphy has posted that several times. Here it is one more time. My throat is getting really, really, really dry. 3 hours. I love it. See, so those of you guys looking for your passion, this is why I can go 3 hours. Because it's my passion. I'm not going to do 3 hours of something that I don't like. I'm not even going to do that. You see what I'm saying? So thank you everyone for joining. Of course, you have to be healthy walking around on this earth. Gabriel says, man, I keep seeing car commercials and it makes me laugh. Oh, have you seen the ramp up of them, Gabriel? There's a whole bunch. They're going to be ramping up. They got to sell them cars. Dave says, I thought it was a mistake. Then I thought of you, LJ, and damn, that Hey, man. Hey, Dave. They're trying to help in a time of need. Okay? They care about you. Okay, Dave? They care about you. Now, are you going to bite the hand that is offering you? Don't bite it. I have to be healthy, of course. You can't walk around in this earth if you're not healthy. Ivy says, when do you guys want to gather on Discord server at L Young? Hey, you set that up, Hyphy, and let me know, man. Because right now I'm gonna be out at least an hour or two eating. I'm hungry. But hey, nobody's doing nothing. So we can do it later on this evening. It doesn't matter to me. Nobody's doing anything. Dynasty says, thank you so much for your time and content, Mr. LJ. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Dynasty. Herbert, thanks for the live chat. You are welcome, sir. Until next time, now look for me tomorrow. I got to coordinate this with Hyphy too. But tomorrow is Q&A Sundays. Tomorrow is about you guys, okay? So right now, if you're new to the channel, if you got some questions, write all your questions down. Tomorrow's Q&A Sundays. So I come on, I'll give you guys 2 hours advance notice of the time, 2 hours, okay? This is for you to ask me any questions, anybody in the SMD family. Hell, you can write down some questions right now, join the Discord server and get your questions answered right now, okay? From not just me, Cosmic, Hyphy, everybody that's part of the SMD family, okay? Gabriel says, and also TurboTax and H&R Block making me laugh. Oh, yeah, they're funny as I don't know what. Everyone check your Discord notifications at Cosmic Wisdom, and I will figure out a time, okay? Thank you, sir. So you guys understand, Hyphy set this all up. Thank you, sir, as always. Thank you, Hyphy. Much appreciated, always. If you have any questions on the steps, what to do to get on or whatever, he's your man. Feel free. Keep it going. Q&A Sundays tomorrow. It seems like for you guys now, it seems like 2 hour ahead of time seems to be the sweet spot of making sure the notifications get out to everybody. That's been working. So I'm going to be sticking with 2 hour prior notifications on Q&A Sunday. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Keep your head up. Stay strong. There's light on the other side. There's a new financial normal coming. You be ready. How do you be ready? Get to zero.